Happy New Year.
Yay.
Are we starting 2017 with a cup holder? I think I have a cup holder installed in my position.
A cup holder?
Cup.
Oh, sorry.
C-U-P.
I misunderstood you.
No, that would just a little seat for you to sit over here.
That'd be
it's
nice.
my cup holder.
No, I didn't get a cup holder.
No, I got one. Look at it. Just slides out. It's this metal thing. I just was reaching under my desk, and there's a latch. That's my cup holder.
No, but I'm guessing that it's over there because of the board.
You think
I
so?
don't have one here. And first of all, I can't wait till you fucking split your knee open on that when you're jumping out of the seat.
Watch this.
That's pretty cool.
It doesn't go through. It doesn't. It's not going through.
That does. That's fine. That's a good cup holder.
That's great.
Fuck, I want one.
Don't you?
No. No, I don't. I just banged my leg, but that's probably because you have no room up there.
But look at this.
Oh, closes
Slide
right
it
up.
right in.
Jesus.
No problem. Oh, somebody brought me a beverage. Where am I going to put it? I got all my notes, the board. No problem.
Oh, that's perfect.
And it sounds good, too, on the radio.
Yeah. I couldn't even hear
I
it.
think I already broke it. It's not sliding back in. Cup holder doesn't slide back in anymore.
What's the purpose of it?
I don't know, but it's... you want to tinker with it, Adrian? I think it's out permanently right now. It's just
Okay.
the sliding functionality doesn't work anymore. Mars is going to be pissed. This is probably like his big thing over the break.
He comes in and he sits in the morning, and I think he was probably looking forward to you popping that out and realizing what a great job he did.
Yeah, no, it doesn't go back in anymore.
Cup holder sucks. It's a bust.
It doesn't. It's not going back. You should contact Mars and let him know that his cup holder thing. Try to push it back in. It's stuck. That's how we're starting 2017. With a broken cup holder.
Yeah, the cup holder is no good.
No, it's not.
That's got to be the fastest equipment has ever broken.
Yeah, especially because, look, it's like it's right here on the side.
Yeah.
If you can't push this back in, you know how many people are going to walk into this and bruise their
Yep.
thighs?
Oh, I can't wait.
I'm going to be one of them.
I know.
I have a big permanent cup holder bruise that just keeps getting thwacked.
Yeah, I'm hoping you gash your leg open.
Well, welcome. Jim, did you have a good break?
I did, yeah.
You were in L.A. for a little while.
I went for a week just to get out. I decided Christmas Day. I was with my family, and they were all leaving, like my nephew and his girlfriend, and my parents were going to leave. The day was kind of done. I'm like, I just want to go to L.A.
You're just watching your family all leave to the places that they went to, and you were like, I have no one.
We were all just going home. They were there.
Right.
We were done. I saw them, and they were like going, and I was in South Jersey, so I'm like, fuck it. I got a flight booked to L.A.
You just did? You booked it like that night, and you were like old school, like you went to the airport and said, give me your next flight to L.A.?
No, I was booked before then, but I actually went home and packed really quick, and then just went right to the airport.
Is he pissed?
No. Martin installed.
Why is it here?
Well, the other engineer told me they put them into all the studios.
Oh.
Jim doesn't have one because there's no space, he said down there.
Oh.
I wanted to test it out with you first. And
Wow, test failed.
I don't need one.
they wanted me to let you know that you guys are the first ones to break one.
Well, it took all of 3 minutes. I think I blame it on the equipment.
Yeah, you didn't do anything that would have broken it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably end up breaking it off by the time the show's over. Unless
Why?
somebody...
You don't want to bash your leg?
No, I want it gone now. Unless somebody...
Do you think you're going to keep noticing that it's there and it won't go in? You're going to keep trying to push it in?
Oh, what? I mean, this is not good for my attention. We're going to go back to cup holder radio a lot today, I feel like, mid-topic. I'm like, man, did you notice? Here's the rubber thing. It's out. The rubber thing.
Push it back in. That's all. We'll just move on. Just push it back in. Yeah, it's not going
It's
in.
gone.
Yeah,
And I pulled
not at
out
all.
the rubber part of it, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to be destroying this cup holder before the day's out. It's bendy. It's bending a little bit. Yeah, it's not going to survive.
All right, it'll go back in.
It's not going to survive.
Yeah, they'll come in and fix it.
So L.A. was good?
It was nice. Yeah, it was really.
Did you do anything?
No, I went out to eat a lot when I was there. So my manager. I went candle shopping. I was a complete fruit. We went for a hike.
You haven't, stopped with the candle shopping?
Why wouldn't you? Haven't begun? That's the question. Of course not. Why would I?
Is it really a hobby, or is it just do you go candle shopping and hiking to try to maintain normalcy? This is what normal people do, so it's kind of fun.
No, I just got. I just decided. I was asked if I wanted to go on a hike, and I'm like, well, I've never done it.
Yeah.
It was great. I went to Runyon. It was such an LA day.
Runyon Canyon?
Yeah, and I've always avoided that because it annoyed me.
Yeah.
But it was good. On the way down the mountain, I saw a famous rapper, and we said hello and passed each other.
What
That was it.
rapper?
It's not important. I don't name drop. I'm just.
Is this a new you?
Yeah. I won't name drop.
What rapper was it?
It doesn't matter.
Do you even know who it was?
Yeah, I do.
Who was it?
I
Did you have to be told who it was?
No, we didn't even speak. I think he recognized me, and we just shook hands and kept going.
Who was it?
It's not important.
Yes, it is
I don't
important.
name drop.
Why would you bring up that you saw a famous rapper and then say, I don't name drop?
I was just saying it was on the way down the mountain, on the way down Runyon. That's all. What's the difference? Who cares?
I care.
Yeah.
I'd love to know.
It wasn't even my birthday. It just happened to be going down.
So you went to Runyon Canyon.
Yep.
How long were you there for?
Just for an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, you walk up one side, you walk down the other, everybody fucking pants. It was fun.
And that's what it was good.
Yeah, it's good exercise. But I had a very nice time in LA.
It was just so funny because, like, we'll talk about, I'm sure, the Ronda Rousey fight later. But I saw
didn't see
you.
that. Don't spoil it for
Okay,
me.
no, I won't. I won't tell you. I'll just give you this hint. She's back.
Ooh.
Yeah. I saw you, like, right when you got back, and instead of going to the UFC fight, you had to come back from the West Coast and go to Tarrytown.
Yes, to do my New Year's Eve show, which was much better than I thought it would be.
Was it?
Yeah. I thought there'd be no one there. I was happy.
I was convinced that would be watching you prowl the stage.
Oh, you
would be
did?
the worst thing I saw on New Year's. Jim, like, this is why you got to go to live shows. Yeah, because he was comfortable on stage.
Yeah.
He was comfortable on stage.
Almost as bad as the joke.
Yeah.
Yes, bad. He was comfortable on stage because it was like his special had already been filmed. So he was just kind of doing it for a laugh. You know what I mean? It was kind of over all the material. So you have to do things, I guess, to spice it up for yourself.
When I get comfy, you know, like when I get comfy and toss the mic around?
No.
And so he just kept doing these one-liners, and he would walk to the front of the stage and just pace back and forth, throwing the mic to himself, one hand to the other.
Yeah, like I was hitting home runs.
That was the only part of the special I didn't enjoy.
You
Yeah,
did
well,
that on
that's
the-
not staying.
But that?
That's not really gonna. It's not gonna be in.
I was going to ask you. You did that on the special that you filmed?
Yeah.
But you're not.
No, it's like if I'm goofing around, it's just I was actually very comfortable. So
Yeah.
just being silly.
You did it a lot.
You do it to annoy people. Yeah.
Adrian specifically pointed out how much he hated that right after the special to me.
Yeah, he hates the
Yeah, he
mic
didn't
talk.
like it at all.
Yeah, no.
I thought it was great.
But
should
you
keep it
understand
in.
it's a little silly.
Of course I do. I love Silly Jim.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot of silly Jim in Tarrytown. He did that a
was
lot.
fun.
He started, like, he was playing with the crowd a lot, even though, like, it was kind of a quiet crowd. They didn't really say much.
No, they weren't like heckling. I think a lot of them have seen me already because that's my third time through that market. So they were much better than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah.
It was a great night. I didn't think it was going to be good. I quite enjoyed it.
You did.
I did, yeah, a
You
lot.
looked like you were enjoying it.
I had fun, yeah.
And it seemed like everybody else had a good time, too, but I was infuriated.
Yeah.
Watching Happy
Just
Fun
jazzing
Jim.
it up a little bit, having some fun.
You really did jazz it up.
Yeah.
It was the jazziest show. And then he started, like, hugging the microphone. And he was acknowledging that he was hugging the microphone. He was
course.
walking around, like, clutching the microphone to his chest. And just saying, like, oh, sometimes I feel comfortable on here. He, like, at one point, Jim felt so comfortable that he dribbled coffee on himself.
That was a mistake.
Like, he's in a theater. It's a theater. It's not a club.
No, it's not.
It was in the Tarrytown Music Hall. It was a theater. It had a really good turnout. There's a lot of people that were there to see him.
Yeah, I was very happy.
And he's just kind of goofing around on stage. He ends up, like, taking a sip of coffee, and he dribbles on himself.
That was a mistake.
But it's because you have to be pretty comfortable to make that mistake. Like, it wasn't like a nervous, like, shaky dribble. It was just because he was being so casual
It was very fun.
that he didn't catch all the coffee in his mouth. And then he acknowledged, he was like, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I'm just throwing the microphone around and dribbling coffee all over
I
myself.
was so happy to be just finished with the tour.
You were.
Not that I didn't love it, but it's like when you're done, it feels good. Like, all right, I'm finished now. It's time to do this and move forward.
Did you feel like you were rushing through that set just to try to be done with it?
No, I did like an hour and 15, hour and 20. I didn't want to be done before my hour. You know, it's like it wasn't like that. It was
Right.
just it was just fun to have no pressure.
Right.
You know, just being, you know, I like just jazzing around, throwing the mic, you know, having some fun.
It was a very silly show. Like, at one point,
You don't
I
like
was
that?
No.
And the characters came out way more than they usually do. Like, they were coming out throughout
Someone
the show.
yelled it earlier. I won't usually do Chip too early because then no one, like I said, cares about Jim. But some guy just yelled it early. That's what I'm going to do. They're all fans.
Right,
They're all Sam fans. You know, they're all radio show fans.
And then we're sitting there, and literally an hour into the show, Jim's been on stage for an hour. And so he's kind of just getting to the last 20 minutes or so of whatever he's doing. And these two people come in with a 3-month-old baby in a fucking baby seat carrier deal.
Do you know, I didn't notice them walk in.
The whole audience did.
I did not notice them walk in because the lights are in your. I noticed that guy. I'm talking in the audience, and I see he's holding. I'm like, is that a fucking baby?
Yeah. It was a major distraction because they walked in, and like I said, they were an hour late.
Yeah.
So, like, why would you even bother coming at that point?
Oh, I wish I would have seen them come in though.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised that you didn't.
just
They were
didn't.
sitting in like the 4th row, and they have to push past people to get into their seats. They got big jackets on.
You know, as you're talking, I did see them come in.
That's what
I didn't
yeah.
notice the baby, but I did notice people coming in, and I thought there were people leaving. I thought they were leaving from the other side.
No.
They were coming in.
They
Okay,
were
I did
just
see
coming
them.
in, and they had big jackets on,
Right.
but they also had a giant baby seat carrier thing. And Jess is like, look, she's like, is that a baby in there? And I'm like, yeah, they brought a baby. And I figure they're going to put the baby seat on a chair and just, I guess, let the baby sleep while they watch the last 20 minutes of this comedy show. But as Jim is on stage, like, everybody where I was sitting is looking at the stage and then looking back at the seats and then looking at the stage and looking back at the seats because they take the baby out of the carrier and, like, stand the baby up on their knees like you would when you're at home watching television. And then, like, rest the baby on their chest and bounce the baby a little bit and do... like a whole thing with it.
I just didn't. Luckily, Uncle Paul noticed, but I didn't.
Yeah, and then
At one point,
when Jim finally did notice, Uncle Paul asked,
hey, are they selling them in the lobby? I was like, what a good fan to come to a fucking show with a baby.
I didn't know how you were going to react. I didn't know if you were going to be pissed.
Nah,
Did you bring a baby here?
As long as it's not making noise. I've had that. That's probably the second weirdest thing. The two giant white poodles in Atlantic City was you were there for that, right?
I was at that show, yeah.
Two giant white poodles somebody walked in with. So people, and the guy was, again, but he didn't make a big thing of it. He didn't,
Right.
they were quiet. They just sat down, then they were out of sight. It was weird.
But it's that weird thing that somebody would think that that's even an option.
Yeah, people, I don't know what people think when they go to shows. I'm so paranoid when I go to see a show. Like, I know what I wanted to go see New Year's Eve. I was doing my show. Unfortunately, I didn't think I'd make it back down for the big show that I really wanted to attend.
What was that you wanted to?
Oh, in Times Square.
Was it New Year's Rockin' Eve? That's what you wanted to check out?
Yeah.
You were really
the
hoping.
diva of all time is there.
Well, you wanted to see Mariah.
She's great.
Because you're an old school fan.
I love her.
Right. And instead, you had to be in Tarrytown with a guy who brought a baby.
Yeah, I really wanted to be down there rocking in the new year with her, though.
Man.
She's good.
I watched it. I went home after Tarrytown, and thank God. I felt blessed that I was home in time to turn on New Year's Rockin' Eve. By the way, that's another thing that Jim, like, on stage, you probably got up there at like 8:30. And like you immediately let the people know. I hope you all know we're out of here before 10. There is no.
They were happy too. They didn't want to sit there till 12.
Yeah, there's no countdown here. These are not your New Year's Eve plans. This is the pre-party, and then I'm home.
Yeah, I think people were happy. They didn't want to be there for. A lot of times people want to be home or at a house party. They don't want to be in a theater
Or doing something. Yeah,
something. You know, dinner.
We found Chinese food that was still open.
How was it?
It's great.
Okay.
But so you went back to the city.
I did. I went down to the Comedy Cellar.
Just to hang?
Just to hang out. Yeah, it was
that's
fun.
Cool. That's cool. Jess and I got home, and thank God we got home in time to turn on New Year's Rockin' Eve. First of all, you always forget. It's so funny that, and this is like, I know you have to do it, but it's how antiquated TV is. You always forget that they do New Year's Eve on NBC and ABC and Fox. Like, all the networks do their New Year's Eve specials. But then at 11, they have to stop the New Year's Eve special, put on the local news for a half hour, because all the affiliates have to do that, and then go back to the New Year's Eve special.
Wait, do they stop and do the news?
Always. NBC, ABC, they always, at 11, they stop their New Year's Eve special. They do their 30 minutes. That's the same reason why Leno and Letterman always started at 11:30. They stop the New Year's Eve special. They play their 30 minutes of local news, where it's like the local affiliate, NBC New York, whatever
I didn't
it is.
realize that.
And then at 11:30, they go back to Times Square, where it's almost like they restart the special.
I guess what is the purpose of that? To be honest, I'm always working New Year's Eve, so I never noticed that.
It's like whatever the contracts that these local affiliates have, they need to. People say, I know back in the day.
How antiquated! Wow.
I think when I was reading one of the talk show books, they said that like the local news was important because it was actually a big ratings thing. But I can't imagine that on New Year's Eve anybody's being like, you know what? I was going to watch ABC, but then I found out there was local news on NBC, so let me change the channel. It's just contracts.
Such assholes. No one gives a fuck about the local news. I mean,
No.
it's like give your phone for that.
The
Yeah.
only one who doesn't.
they
do
are
it
getting hammered?
Is Fox.
Fox doesn't do it, right?
No, they put that awesome Pitbull thing on.
Yeah, and then Fox went. I was like, that's what I did.
So that's what I switched to because I don't want to watch the news.
Right. Fox put on like the most urban of urban New Year. Well,
From 20 years ago.
That's right. I thought they were going to do a very urban New Year special and have all the rappers and everything on, and they had like Queen Latifah and Snoop Dogg were hosting it. And then I turned it on, but it was all like Coolio came out and did Gangsta's Paradise.
Nelly came out.
Yeah. Naughty by Nature did Hip Hop Hooray.
Yeah. And wasn't Salt and Pepper on there too?
Yeah, they were.
So they want older fans. They want older hip hop fans. They're probably looking to get people who are like in their late 30s.
I guess they feel like
40.
everybody who's like listening to like Designer and everybody are fucked up and getting hammered and going to parties and
Yeah,
stuff.
they think 21-year-olds are not going to turn on Fox and watch the New Year's Eve special. So they're probably looking for like a black or Latin audience who's in their late 30s, early 40s.
Yeah, that's just sitting there like at home, still being like, you know what? I can still party.
Dude, I didn't know they
party.
I didn't know they did the local news.
They always do that.
That's outrageous.
I know it is.
Just because these shitheads think that you're going to turn off a New Year's Eve special to watch local news?
And it doesn't.
Wow.
It has to be contracted because like New Year's Rockin' Eve is a pillar and a staple of television.
Have they been doing that every year?
New Year's Rockin' Eve, that's Dick Clark's show.
No, I know, but I mean, have they been going
Oh,
off
the logo?
air?
Yeah.
And coming back on how long before?
11:30.
Oh, they come off at 11. They go on from 11 to 11:30.
11 to 11:30 is local news. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. They leave at 11 and they play the credits and everything, like as if the show's over, and then the local news starts. Then at 11:30 they do their thing, and then at 12:30 they play the stuff that they taped in like August in LA.
So there's no. What do they do live? They take a break in real life from 11 to 11:30.
Well, Times Square isn't just ABC, right? Like Times Square.
Right.
So Fox News is still doing their show in Times Square. Fox 5 was in Miami, but like the cable channels, if any of the cable news networks, CNN is still doing their show in Times Square. So there's stuff happening, but it's always the shitty stuff, like the really good performers, like the name performers, the Mariahs, the divas of the world.
Yeah, the ones who are really going to bring it.
Yeah, those they're saving for network shows.
Oh, okay.
But like the cable channels get like, you know, the one person who had one pop song and they end up playing 3 songs that you've never heard of or whatever.
Sure.
Fox News invested heavily in Gavin DeGraw this year. Gavin DeGraw. Do you remember Gavin DeGraw?
Audience, though, right?
No, Gavin DeGraw is no one's audience, I don't think. But he played quite a few numbers.
Oh, okay.
So then they come back at 11:30, and I'm a traditionalist, I guess. So I put on New Year's Rockin' Eve to watch it live, you know. Are you trying to fix your mic thing?
Yeah.
Did it change it all over the...
No.
When they put in this... Because I've been fucking with this cup holder the entire time.
How's your cup holder?
Really distracting. really, really distracting.
It's bothering you?
Yeah, I can't believe how easily and quickly it broke. But it doesn't push back in at all anymore. I don't know if, like...
No, yeah, they'll leave it there.
It's bent.
Yeah, you bent it?
Yeah, no, I kicked it. It's bent now. So that's stuck. But...
So, New Year's Rockin' Eve, I did see it when I've seen it since. I always catch up on Mariah.
You do?
Oh, she's dynamite.
When you hear Mariah's performing somewhere, you're like, I got to see. Because, she's launching her big European tour.
And they also said that they were so worried she was going to be late. Like, that she was they had to get her an apartment above Times Square. I guess Mariah Carey, they should give her
an apartment?
I guess they rented an apartment for the day.
Jesus
or whatever.
Christ.
And I get it with her. She's a big name, but...
Can't you just get a room at the Renaissance or something?
No, they were very worried she was going to be late.
Oh. You think it's a nice apartment?
Yeah.
You don't think it's just a 1-bedroom?
It's probably a $50,000 apartment.
Jesus fucking Christ for a day.
Yeah, I'm guessing. But they wanted her to feel comfortable. They were very worried she'd be late.
It seemed she wasn't late.
No.
She was on time for the performance.
Yeah.
I don't know if she was supposed to be there earlier for rehearsal or whatever, but she definitely was there at 11:30.
Yeah.
Ready to go.
Ready.
And what I liked was, I was worried that they were just going to do one Mariah hit, but she belted out a nice medley, didn't she?
It's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
I couldn't. I was watching, and as I'm watching, live, I'm going no, it felt like they were doing it for me.
Yeah. Were you happy?
I was so ecstatic. I was so elated. I was so happy. I was sure that somebody was going to run in there, or they were going to stop the performance, or they were going to cut to commercial. I was like, there's no way that they're going the distance with this thing, because it was a disaster from the jump.
And you can't, but with New Year's Eve, you almost can't. Like you said, why did you restart? It's hard to restart because everything's timed down to exactly 11:59 and 59 seconds.
Plus, you got to make a judgment call. They know there's a lot of competition out there. And it's like Carson Daly is literally 2 channels away. Queen Latifah's hanging out with Pitbull over here. Don Lemon's doing what Don Lemon does best, and Fox News is doing what Fox News does. There's tons of New Year's shows.
Is anybody talking about any other New Year's shows today but hers?
There's the only, and I'll tell you this.
Oh, it's Don Lemon.
Don Lemon would be a much bigger star today had it not been for Mariah Carey. But I feel like Don Lemon is one that as people get over Mariah Carey, they're kind of discovering him.
Okay.
But we'll get to that. Because that's what's happening, right? The discovery of while I was busy watching one of the great disasters in television history, there was another...
His clip I like more than Mariah's.
In hindsight.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I was glad that I watched Mariah's live.
That's got to be the biggest...
blunder?
The biggest fuck-up ever on this show.
Definitely on New Year's Rockin' Eve. I wonder if Dick Clark would have put up with that, or if he would have made him be like, no, we can't do this. Because Ryan Seacrest, on some level, because he's the host, but he's also the executive producer of it and everything, he knows it's not a bad thing for his show. You know what I mean? Right. He knows this disaster. He knows well enough that Mariah's people apparently were like, hey, get this off the West Coast feed. We got to do something else. And they were like, bad news. It's not happening.
They didn't take it off the West Coast feed?
No, they did not. No, they did not. They refused to take it off the West Coast feed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No.
So wait, the West Coast feed just watches this 3 hours later?
That's right.
Oh, yuck.
That's right.
That stinks.
Last year I was on the West Coast for New Year's, and
get your own guy.
And it was weird to watch it. I was like, this all already happened. It already is New Year's. This is a taped show from 3 hours ago.
Did people watch it?
Yeah. I mean, people celebrate the same way, and they watch it as if it's live, and the countdown's happening in Times Square, even though it's a replay from 3 hours ago. Yeah, people still...
So they didn't take Mariah's thing off?
They left it on. They decided to leave it as is. They thought they wanted to maintain the integrity of the show.
Oh, I understand.
Which I'm happy they did.
It wasn't because they knew on social media everyone was talking about it, and then people on the West Coast would all watch?
I don't think so.
You don't think they realized that everyone on Twitter was talking about it?
No. It had nothing to do with social media.
They weren't trying to boost ratings on the West Coast.
No.
Oh,
it was
okay.
the integrity of the show.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, I think they just wanted to maintain integrity.
Do you think Mariah's people asked for them not to play it on the central feed in the West Coast?
Reports are that they absolutely did.
They definitely did. Her manager did an interview on like Yahoo.
Yeah.
And she specifically said we want it cut from the West Coast, and they said no.
They said no.
Good.
And then
Oh yeah, no, it's great.
Good for Ryan Seacrest.
more of Mariah's people were saying this was like a planned thing. Like they sabotaged.
No, they
Mariah.
didn't sabotage. They didn't stop it. They didn't sabotage her, but they just didn't stop it when she. They said she wouldn't do a sound check, but then her people said she did do one from the side of the stage, and I'm guessing she was just singing to a small. But they said that someone else did her dance moves, and they said they were complaining about the feed in her ear.
I find it not hugely difficult to believe that Mariah Carey is not the easiest person to get a proper rehearsal out of.
Agreed. Yeah.
And that probably that could have alleviated some of what happened on New Year's Eve.
She seems like a horrible bitch, even though I've never met her. But I also think that there were technical problems that weren't her fault. It's probably a combination of things.
It was still her fault at the end of the day, because when there's technical problems, a singer can still sing.
Could she though? And I've heard some
They
singers
didn't rip out her larynx. You know?
No, but some singers have come to her defense and said that she probably couldn't hear because it's so loud there. That's why you have a stage monitor. She probably didn't know where in the song they were.
Take that shit out. Turn off the track.
And then
sing
sing-
the
yeah,
song,
she should have done
a cappella.
something.
She's got one of the great voices of all time,
Well,
right?
do you think her
one
voice
of the
is-
great voices of all
Is
time?
it as good as it used to be?
Maybe not.
I don't know.
Maybe not. Yeah, you think if like if a football player can't find his fucking helmet or whatever, he's got to find another helmet.
No, but you do see what happens in football stadiums when they can't hear the play. The play gets fucked up. It happens a lot in opposing stadiums.
But that's because you're relying on other people. Like if a guy is just supposed to run, he can't just stop running and be like, "Do you guys still want me to run?" Because I know you said before I was going to run, but I don't hear you guys anymore.
No, but he's got to run, but he's got to rely on the guy handing him the ball. So he is relying on somebody else, and she's relying on the music. So if she and I'm not.
But
gonna,
I'm saying
I think
that, like,
she should have sang it.
If his teammates disappear and he doesn't know what's going on, he still runs.
Right.
Yeah, and that
He doesn't
football
just
player.
stop.
But that football player probably didn't even intend to run at all. He was just expecting
Right.
someone else to run.
Right, where's the-
while he jogged in
Oh,
place.
that's a good point.
Where's the guy who's here to carry me?
Exactly.
Right.
Do you, wait,
right.
now hold on. Do you think that? Wait a minute. Do you think one of the problems was that she was going to be singing under her own real vocal track, and that's what wasn't playing?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay.
So you think it'd be like if a football player was like, I was supposed to have some kind of Jamiroquai-like apparatus installed onto this football
Yeah,
field,
exactly.
so that it looks like I'm moving, but I'm not actually moving.
Exactly.
And
That's what I think.
When the treadmill didn't work, I decided I'm not. Well, I can't run.
Yeah.
I'm paralyzed from the
I don't
waist
even
down.
know how to run.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Do you think she was purely going to lip sync,
Yeah.
Yeah.
100%. I don't even know.
and the lip sync track wouldn't play? Why isn't Dick Clark's people just
The
sing
lip sync track was playing.
Was it too low under her?
She just couldn't hear it in her ear.
I didn't hear it playing.
I did. I heard parts of it. I heard. So you know what it is? I think that she probably combined sings, and has. Cause there was one note in the back that was like a note that she probably can't hit
She can't
anymore.
hit a lot of her notes.
So there's probably like that
I'd say
is
the
probably
majority,
what plays.
probably.
yeah, probably.
She
Yeah.
probably combined sings with it in the back. They probably mix it together.
I believe there's very, very little singing that happens at a Mariah Carey show. Very little.
Yeah, she did like the Rockefeller tree thing a couple years ago.
2014, right?
And my wife went to that because she wanted to see Gwen Stefani. She was also performing, and she said that when Mariah was performing, you couldn't hear a single thing coming out of her mouth. It was all backing tracks and just her awful voice way low.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
Mariah can't sing.
It sucks if your voice goes, but it's like that's what happens to a singer.
Right.
You just got to handle it. Like people I like never fucking. You can't just go up there and lip sync so it sounds perfect like the record. What the fuck?
When a basketball players, when their knees go, they're out of the game. They go home. They figure out something else.
Fucking tired of singers. You think I go through, I can't lip sync my own dumb jokes from 5 years ago.
That'd be great.
A comedian lip syncing. I would like to do so. I want to shoot something like that. A comedian lip syncing.
I would go see that. Just some of the hits.
Yeah.
Just the Jim Norton hits. Some of you're just lip syncing Monster Rain. You can still make the blowjob gesture. Yeah, that's yeah, I think it'd be okay.
All right, maybe you're right.
Would you want to hear? Because I heard I in my mind, and this could be the Mandela effect because I also believe Sinbad starred in a genie movie. But in my mind, I believe that I heard a lot of the song going on as she was talking over it.
Let's
and
hear
if
it.
you listen, she started talking like immediately. Like she knew immediately something was wrong, and she wouldn't let the guys pick her up. Like she's
They couldn't.
no.
Packed if you won.
She was looking thick, but I didn't mind it.
No, her tits look good. Her body looked good. I'd still fuck Mariah.
Yeah.
But dude, she was married to. She was going to engage that billionaire, and they said she was like on spending sprees that bothered. It was too much, so he broke up with her. Like, how fucking?
Because she spent too much of the billionaire's money.
What are you doing when a billionaire is like you're just too high maintenance? Ugh, difficult. How fucking difficult.
The billionaire is like, Jesus, your spending is out of control. You know how much money you have to spend for a billionaire to even notice?
A lot.
A lot.
A lot.
What do you even do with it? Like, oh, I bought 7 houses today. God damn it, Mariah.
Yeah, jewelry, just wasting someone's money. And you have your own money.
Yeah, she's Mariah Carey. You know how much money she's making for not singing?
They said she did this for free. They might do these for free.
For promo?
Because the amount of albums you sell, it's like doing the Super Bowl. They're saying they're going to start charging performers, which good luck with that.
Yeah.
But the amount of records they sell after is...
Well, she was...
It's amazing promotion.
It is.
It is.
Tens of millions of people are watching.
I'm not a Tom Petty fan, but after he did it, I went out and bought a couple of songs immediately. That fucking
What a
Running with a
sucker.
Dream. I
What
love
a
that song
fucking
now.
sucker.
They're playing to the Jim Nortons of the world.
They
Like,
really are.
You hear something like, oh, yeah, that's right. I like that. That's nice.
Let me tell you something. Late night
Yes.
TV loves Jim Norton. You mean you get 2 if you call in right now?
Hey,
I got
look.
to call within the next 10 minutes.
That's right. I'm one of many Americans who will hear a song and go, hey, that's kind of nice. I'm going to go buy that. That's
Yeah.
right.
I'm going to purchase that.
That's right. I'm a proud purchaser of things.
This is the same. This is the same thinking that was like, I need the Yogi Bo armrest as well.
By the way, I have a video. I'm going to tweet of me going to the airport with the Yogi Bo. By the way, that Bill Murray one, him holding me on the Yogi Bo like I'm a piece of shit. It's very funny.
You brought the Yogi Bo armrest on the plane to L.A.?
No, I'm going to, though.
Oh.
I'm going to go next trip.
Oh, that sounds exciting. Do you want to?
If you're a little Mariah, yes.
Yeah. Let's start.
bet I do.
Let's start from the beginning. It's New Year's Rockin' Eve all over again with Ryan
More
Seacrest.
number 1 hits than any solo artist in U.S. chart history. Times Square. Let's hear it right now for Mariah Carey, MC.
By the way, Ryan, this is how I know that Ryan knew exactly what was going on. Like, Ryan is a little bit of a piece of shit in the sense that, like, don't fuck with me. Because at the end of this thing, at the end of the whole show at midnight, Mariah obviously had to go out and stand there with all the artists that performed contractually because she was there. But she was separated. Like, she had 2 of her people that were not famous on television separating herself from everybody else.
Ew, why?
And as, like, I think they had Gloria Estefan, right? And what were they singing? New York, New York? Or,
Yeah.
And Ryan goes, Gloria, Mariah, you guys got to sing this one together. Knowing goddamn well Mariah is not going to sing anything with
Did
Gloria
she?
Estefan. Gloria went solo for that performance.
Can we see that? Oh, let's see the beginning first.
Yeah.
I think
no,
Ryan's a
we'll
little
watch.
bit of an asshole.
Oh, he knew exactly. He's like, fuck you. All right.
I don't mind him as much as most people.
No, not after. There's been a couple of things he's done where you're like, he might be a little bit of a cunt. I kind of like that.
Again, he's got a massive work ethic, which
He
is
does,
hard
yeah.
to, hate.
He's survived.
Yeah.
He's survived.
Why is he so like, sometimes I wonder, like, you're supposed to not like Ryan
Because he's
Seacrest.
pretty and he's
It's such schlock. Like, he's not really...
family friendly.
And there's no artistic integrity to anything he's doing.
No.
You know what I mean? There's no, like, you can't sit there and be like, oh, he's just a guy who has figured out the entertainment business
Right.
and works hard at it. But when we look at guys who are on television, they're supposed to have some kind of skill or artistic ability or have some kind of integrity about them.
Did
But I
Dick
mean, I
Clark,
would-
though, or like, when you look at these guys,
America's oldest teenager?
there's something about a guy who's just hosting a show that you're almost like, this is just what you have to be to be this successful and host it for this many millions of people. You just got to be like a
It also, I mean, it didn't, so he's kind of a nerd on American Idol. But then when people find out that he's the one who's responsible for the Kardashian dynasty, because he's the executive producer on all those shows.
Oh, is he?
then
He's got
people-
money.
Ryan?
Yeah.
Financially, I think he's doing okay. But that's when a lot of people really started to hate him when they realized he was responsible for the Kardashian thing because they hate the Kardashians.
They don't, but they don't.
They don't. They watch. All of them watch.
They hate the Kardashians. That's the
They
biggest
follow.
family in the
They
country.
watch. They like.
She has 70 million Twitter, Instagram followers.
It's
Fucking
all a
shut up, people.
Fucking ruse.
They think they hate the Kardashians.
And they just play right along with everything. Like, oh man, I hate them. I got to see what they're going to say next, though.
Yeah.
I can't. I watch for 45 minutes at a time.
It's like Adrian pretending he doesn't like when I'm jazzy and free and fun. He loves it. The Joker.
He hates that. Everybody hates that. He's got good reason to hate it.
No, it's not.
I couldn't believe that Mariah Carey put on a worse New Year's performance than Jim Norton throwing that mic from hand to hand on stage at the Terrytown thing.
I don't get you, Mariah. No.
Was that the Joker?
Yeah. Let's play Mariah.
Sounds like Green Goblin.
All right.
It's not her.
Is that not her live?
No! Fucking
Wait.
Rube? No, it's not her live.
Hold on. Make it bigger.
It's not even kind of her live. You just saw her mouth stop moving. That's where it starts to become a problem already. By the way, hit pause. Like, listen to the pitch of her voice. She hasn't sounded like that since she was 16 years
Okay.
old.
I was only saying because she went, she did that stutter that they do a lot of times when they can't hit a note. They half go through half the note, and like I thought maybe that was her way of not hitting the note.
Plus, Dennis brings up a good point. He texted me. I know.
The guys are talking about music. Hit music.
Well, why don't we have his take? Honestly, he knows music.
All right.
Okay,
I'm sure
Dennis.
he's listening.
Yeah, I'm sure he's listening. I'll tell him to come down.
What did he text you?
That if she was really singing, you would hear all the wind coming through her microphone.
Well, they figure that out.
That's true. Yeah.
No, because they were doing some other performances, like who was it? Panic at the Disco, and you could tell that.
No, that was in Turkey.
Nope. Wow. Yeah, they gotta change their name. But you could tell they're performing.
Yeah, but then again, Dennis also used to he's used to using mics that were invented before windscreens.
You think he's a little?
He's a little behind the technology.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he is. Let's go back to Mariah belting it out, babe. Look at her. Not even sort of.
Ew. I hate the fucking feathers around her.
She's queen.
Yeah. I fucking hate them lip syncing. Drives me nuts.
You don't like Emotion?
I hate this song.
Oh boy.
Just walk me down.
She's hard. Just walk me down.
Well, Happy New Year.
Yeah.
We can't hear, but...
Can't hear. She's just pouting. She's just standing there.
All right.
All right.
And those dancers are just
We didn't
doing their
have
jobs.
a check for this song, so we'll just say it went to number one, and that's what it is. Okay.
Wait.
She won't do it.
But wait.
What? What are we waiting?
All you're hearing, though,
It was. I was wrong.
is
You
the
can't hear.
the background vocals. You're not really hearing her vocals at all.
So maybe her lip sync track didn't come in.
That's what I'm wondering about.
That's 100% what happened.
You don't think it's just that she couldn't hear?
No, I believe that she couldn't hear, but I also believe that her track wasn't playing.
Yeah, her
Okay.
lip sync track. Because there's no way she can handle all that, especially that song.
No.
That song is very difficult to sing.
And I get why they do it. I get why they lip sync, and they've explained it for the Super Bowl because it's live. It has to be perfect. It's a show. It's not a. It's,
And
But it doesn't
Mariah's
have to be perfect.
And Mariah's not a great singer anymore, too. That's tough.
It's cold. There's elements. I get it. Like
Yeah, I know, but then
I
don't do singers. How about that? Put a fucking guitarist on. Fucking hate them.
But yeah, her track didn't come on.
No, her track didn't come on.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The words to the song were supposed to be
Definitely.
playing.
They were.
Yeah, because she didn't want that to come out of her mouth.
You think she wanted to sing Emotion?
No, she should put the CD on.
No, because you can hear it right at the beginning of the song. She
Yeah.
starts singing, thinking that the track's going to come on, and it
And
doesn't.
yeah, because when she starts singing, she's on time.
Yeah, and it sounds fucking
Wait, can we go
awful.
back to the beginning when she
Right.
starts to sing? Oh,
She's like,
no.
fuck.
She's panicking.
this.
Oh,
She realized that nothing was behind her.
And that's the other. I love when she just goes, walk me down.
No,
Like she's like, we're
before.
not doing the deal.
Well, Happy New Year.
Nope.
Before that.
No, it's after. Oh.
Just walk me down.
Right there, where she goes.
Yeah. And they were supposed to lift her down, I'm sure, and she was like, no, it's not going to happen.
Happy New Year.
Because her voice track's not playing. Oh, Mariah. See, that's where she's supposed to start.
Wait a minute. Did she just touch? Watch.
Because
Wait
she
a
want,
minute.
is she no,
Is
because
she
she's
touching her vocals? Is that like the signal vocals louder or something? They
probably
have signals.
Probably because she's touching the bottom of her neck.
I've seen them do that.
Yeah, she's saying this doesn't work.
Oh, she's pointed her tits. Going, suck these. Yeah. Go back a half second. Let me see that. I don't want to analyze this. Like this is
Problem is
film.
the sound's coming from here. Shouldn't. Oh yeah, she was trying to do some kind of gesture, either a cutoff or a point to the throat. I was like, all right,
We didn't have a check for this song, so we'll just say
a check,
it went
a
to number
track.
one, and that's what it is.
She meant a sound check, right?
Yeah. See, she's doing it on time.
We're missing some of this vocal, but it is what it is.
We're missing some of this vocal. Like,
Where's the person who sings?
yeah.
I'm gonna say let the audience.
See, that's in the, hold on. That's the back. That's what it play. She has to sing with that, and then pretend she's hitting that note.
Right.
She could probably sing a good part of the song.
No, she can't.
No, I bet she could sing
Then
some.
why
of it.
isn't she?
Then why is that note separate?
It's different. It's different tracks.
Yeah, it's different tracks.
Why for a song you'd have one track? If she's singing
You know
along,
what,
with it-
Because they stopped recording in mono like 50 years ago.
Oh
What, you think they're just like, you just put up the tape recorder to her mouth and she sings?
no, but I would think that you'd have one track playing that she's singing with.
No. And you could tell, and even for the second, because she's off camera, so maybe they want to make believe that she just hit that note out of nowhere. She started talking over it.
Maybe she couldn't. That's where she couldn't hear it. Maybe she couldn't hear it either.
Poor Mariah.
I would hate to have a fucking show come off
That poorly?
It's literally like walking on stage and realizing I have no punchline. Like, you know what that would feel like if all of a sudden I had done nothing but dirty jokes and then they threw me out and said we're clean.
Right.
Me going, I would have nothing.
It's literally you going on stage and you're doing your entire set and just looking at an audience full of people going, "Who the fuck told you you were funny? You're not. You don't have jokes. You're
I've
not
had
funny."
that before.
Oh, that's just a
wow.
shame.
That's fucking awful. And it's only 11:41. She's got 19 minutes till the. Oh no.
It really. You know what was nice though? People had such a problem with 2016, whether it be the celebrity deaths, whether it be Donald Trump, whatever it was. A lot of people did not like 2016, whether it be Don Lemon being too selfish. I don't know, but Mariah, at least on my face, left me really enjoying 2016. She put a big smile on my face for the end of what was a fantastic year.
And it kind of brought everyone together.
It did. Everyone was like, "This is the greatest television I've ever seen."
All right, let's play more.
Okay,
I'm
you're
sorry.
right.
You're right. I apologize.
You're right.
She's holding the mic to the audience.
Oh, they still got the fireworks.
We didn't have a sound check, but it's New Year's, baby. That's okay, you guys.
Oh my God.
She is so uncomfortable. You think she notices this is not working?
She's just standing there pouting.
Oh no.
She's just.
These monitors on, please.
Oh, there she is. Oh, she's talking over it.
Look where the camera is. They're not on her at all, really.
No, and the dancers are trying to remind her of where she's supposed to be.
Oh, that's not good.
You think she could sing most of the song well?
No, you're right. No.
You still think so?
No, she sounded like Herman Munster there.
Just let me, 'cause you know how to do it.
Look at that. She's not even doing the moves. She's not doing anything. She's not doing any of her dances.
She's on live television on New Year's Eve.
Holiday too. Can I not have
Do you hear? Wait, pause. Do you hear her
I want a
hitting
holiday
like
too.
like she's hitting all these notes, and then at the same time she's saying like, "I just want a holiday tune." Go back like a couple seconds, and you can hear her. Did
she say a holiday tune or a holiday?
I don't know, but as she's saying this, she's singing very difficult notes to sing in the background of her saying this.
It's a miracle.
I want a holiday too. Can I not have one?
I want a holiday too.
You're singing.
Be a good sport here.
How are you doing that? You're hitting those rounds.
That was amazing.
Hit pause. Hit pause. When I heard, you don't know the elation I felt when I heard that. I was like, they're doing another one? They're doing another song. They're not letting her go home. I couldn't believe it because I was like, there's no way that problem is isolated to that song. And when that song ended, I was like, there's your nice, comfortable, clean out. And when those piano keys started, I go, she can't sing that song either. She's not.
What's the other song? The name of the other one?
I can't remember.
Emotion was the first one. Well, that's song I hate, by the way. That's the best version of that song I've ever heard. I hate her music.
Speaking of hit music, Denny Falcone just entered into the studio.
Hi, Denny.
What's up, buddy?
Happy New Year, guys.
What's your favorite Mariah song?
I like that one. I like the Christmas song the most.
That's right.
Yeah. Do you like her though? I think she's fucking. Even though I know she can sing, I think she's terrible.
She is a true diva.
We belong together is the one that she's about to get into.
Yeah, and again, because it was time. Everything was on time. They had to do the 5 minutes or a 6 minute bit.
You're telling me, if he wanted to, that as a host of the show, Ryan Seacrest could not fill 3 minutes with the audience. They had Ryan, they had Jenny, they had Times Square. If they wanted to end it, okay, it was a disaster.
Right.
But if they wanted to end it after Emotion and not go into We Belong Together, they could have and just gone to like, hey, Jenny, what kind of wacky people are you finding out there?
He could have done New Year's Eve trivia.
Exactly.
There you go.
Anything.
He could have done something a little different.
Because people will watch Ryan and Jenny.
Right. But
Jenny who?
McCarthy.
Oh, that's who does it with him?
Yep.
Yeah. And, the thing is that she planned to do that. Like you heard the background track with the screams. Of course she was supposed to be lip syncing. Maybe she couldn't hear it. She couldn't hear it.
But
off the
there was
mic.
another track
I
that
think
was
it's a
meant to
combination.
be.
There's a couple of things that went wrong, I think.
Yeah, the reason she couldn't hear it is because it wasn't there. They weren't playing her other vocal track.
And remember a couple you mentioned the Christmas show that she did a couple years ago? They just had her vocal.
Yeah, they released her vocal. Like somebody leaked it, one of the tech guys or whatever.
Wasn't that a while ago they released that?
2014.
No, when did they release that?
I mean, it was the 2014 Rockefeller.
So it came
show.
out a while ago.
Yeah.
It came out the next day.
Yeah, it was
Okay,
right
yeah,
after.
sorry,
It was 2014. Yeah.
You know, because all those things are all voice tracked, ahead of time, all recorded. Did you see the Christmas tree lighting this past year? Remember it rained like crazy?
Right.
But Andy Grammer, who was doing Honey, I'm Good.
Still managed to pull it off,
Yeah,
no problem.
my wife was like, well, look, I go, see that? I go, he comes out, it stops raining.
Right.
And those
it's talent.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that was from last year.
Wait a minute. They showed video of it not raining?
Yeah.
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 Well, that's like that. The New Year's show that they do after the Times Square.
Right.
The 12:30 to that they
Exactly,
do from like 12:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Like that stuff gets filmed over the summer.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Like they don't get all the artists in one room at one time.
Wasn't Fifth Harmony in that? And one of the girls left like a month ago.
Yeah, she's not even in the
she
group
was-
anymore.
Yeah, they showed her in the group because they filmed it like.
And they tell the audience probably we're doing this for New Year's Eve, and then they
give
Yeah, it
New
also
Year's
says
hats.
it also says pre-taped.
There are companies that
but in
just
little
hire-
letters. It says pre-taped in little letters.
Right.
Because Ryan always goes like, let's send it to Hollywood where we got Fergie. And Fergie's like, oh, how's it going, guys? We don't know who's going to win president, but we do. It's like,
Did she say that?
No, but
Oh,
it's
why would
all-
I say that? Why would I ask?
Yeah, I mean,
why
if
would
she,
I ask?
if she had said that, they would have edited that.
I know. I don't know why I said that.
And what they do is
Silly question.
That was
might
stupid.
see-
Yeah.
It's dumb.
It was naive of me.
Yeah, it's okay. You're a boy.
How's
who
that
does-
cup holder?
It's no out. Dennis.
Oh, they
broke
have
the cup
they have
holder.
all those in the new studios.
Yeah, well, this one,
Yeah.
doesn't push back in. Broken.
He broke
Oh,
it.
really?
I broke it already.
Oh.
First studio to break a cup holder, though.
There you go.
Thanks.
First host.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what they do is when they have those things recorded,
Yeah.
I think they did like Dolly Parton sang on one of the Christmas shows. They
Yeah.
did it in August.
Right.
And they get a company that hires groups of
She
people.
didn't lip sync though. She sang "My tits are big and my wig is itchy."
That was the name of her single?
Yeah.
Even when they do the
Didn't chart
parade.
on the country charts.
No, it was a
Even when
bust.
they do the Thanksgiving parade. You like a good parade, don't you, Jim?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
I
What-
do. Well, the ones they show from Germany.
Oh, where's the bell?
Yeah, I know Danny likes those.
Oh, he sure does.
You bet he does. It's calls those the good old days.
But you have-
when a parade was a parade, is what Dennis
Absolutely.
says.
Straighten
But
them
I
right
did-
out.
That's
I
right.
did mention the wind, and that's I got that firsthand from a buddy of mine who does sound for a lot of those kind of shows. It's the wind.
You ever asked me to get you a gig?
What's it? Sure, all the time.
Like, you're like, hey, bro, I'm doing fucking weddings and shit. Can I get on Times Square New Year's Eve?
It's like when you do a wedding ceremony outside,
Yeah.
and you hear all the wind.
But do you think there's any possibility that NBC's equipment is slightly better than the stuff that you use at weddings?
Oh yeah, but wind is wind. I mean,
Good point.
It's still a microphone. It's going to pick up the wind.
Okay.
Good point.
I mean, unless she's singing, in a chamber and she's outside.
She's not singing at all.
Well, let's hear the rest of it. I want to hear the beginning of the second. I think the second song things got fixed.
You like We Belong Together.
Ah, it's a marvelous song.
When that piano started going, and I go, they're doing another song. They're doing another song.
But then it might have been fixed. I figured it would be fixed by then.
I didn't, and it wasn't. Right.
Because they could have run out and just give her. You go to a concert and all of a sudden a guy will run out with another guitar. So could have given her. It's wireless. It's
Right.
not like why couldn't she just motion point to her ear?
What's
What she
probably
was saying, but they probably figured it's live New Year's Eve broadcast for 1 billion people.
They can still bring
Can't have a
somebody
tech right out.
Hey, Denny, jump on stage and give her a new earpiece. That'll really make Mariah feel better.
Well, she needed the equipment.
She looks juicy in that. Her fucking hips and ass. Oh,
Yeah, she does.
fuck. Those
Yeah,
big
she does.
fat tits.
Yeah, she's looking
Oh,
good.
but do you know what a cunt she must have been backstage?
You think so?
Oh.
Yeah, she was probably mad.
I'd give anything to see the first person that walked up and told her, "Great job."
Yeah.
You know,
Get the fuck out of my face.
you think she screamed when she got backstage?
Oh, she was so difficult to deal with. Oh.
Well, her manager, I would love to know what her managers are doing right now. As that first
Well, they're
song is
tweeting
playing,
about sabotage.
yeah, they didn't sabotage her. Stop it.
Do you think that she was upset about this? Has she gotten over it, you think?
No, now she's tweeting about her fucking dumb Colorado trip.
But it's like, it's not the first time something embarrassing like this has happened to her. And you know why this happens? Because she can't sing.
Yeah.
There's a real easy way to get around this.
Yeah.
She took this gig because she wanted to promote a tour because
Right.
she wants to make a lot of money singing.
Yeah.
I would love to make a lot of money singing. I don't have the physical ability to do that. So I don't, you know what I
disagree.
mean? Oh, I appreciate that
Do you
very
think
much,
this
sir.
will help or hurt her concert? Do you think people want to just
People keep saying that she was sabotaged and that the company fucked up. It may actually help.
Honestly, I'd go just to see if, like, we saw a Milli Vanilli moment or something.
What about remember Simpson, Jessica Simpson?
Jessica-
I was thinking about OJ. I liked his work.
O.J. Simpson, that was no backing track. That was all O.J.
Yeah, my vocals aren't working. He fucking took care of business.
Right, exactly.
Neither are yours. No, when she
Nicole Brown wasn't singing anymore.
No.
there's another special I think coming on one of the networks. I think the ID channel saying OJ was innocent.
Of course, they have to have a different angle to see people
yeah.
to watch it. Why don't they
Yeah.
stop it?
Yeah, it was
Investigate.
Ashley Simpson on SNL.
That's it.
That was one of the best, until now, that was one of the best public displays of lip syncing gone awry.
Why don't we just have singers just really singing and accept the imperfections? I'm okay with that.
Because Mariah is queen. Do you understand?
I went to a fucking yes, I did. I went to a Diana Ross concert years ago at the Borgata.
Oh,
That sounds terrible.
She was marvelous.
well, that's good. Remember the one at Central Park?
No.
They had all the.
Was she flawless
fights
in her
and
singing?
riots.
No, it's not perfect. She was good though.
She was actually singing?
She was singing. Yeah.
Really?
She was singing. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, because she doesn't do all the dance steps like a lot of the boy bands.
Yeah, but
They're
the
doing
fact
all
that
those
Diana
dance
Ross
steps.
is as old as she is and can still sing is a lot.
She can still
Diana
hit it. Yeah.
I guess so, but Mariah Carey's just standing there and can't sing.
Yeah.
Let's get back to Mariah.
Yeah.
Go back like babies and pacifiers. She put the mic down. She's just standing there. She's holding the microphone.
Are they showing something? Oh no, she's moving.
That was the most cumbersome pickup of a lady. That was the least. That was the least graceful pickup of a pop star I've ever seen.
She weighs a little more than Mariah used to, I think.
I think so too. She just waved her hands up in the air and just like brushed it off. See, by the way, hit pause. Guess what?
What?
They fixed the problem with the lip sync track on this one.
Yeah.
That's why the entire song is playing.
Yeah.
And she's not singing a note anymore.
No, but the bottom line is they keep pulling back from her.
Yeah, because she's fucking throwing her hands up in the air and she's got her microphone by her hip while she's singing.
So maybe she really can't hear either. There might be a problem with the in-ear, too. I believe her that there was something she couldn't hear.
I think during the first song she pulled out the in-ear.
Now, why right now, though, is she not... Why is she mad now if it's playing?
She was singing fine. It was on beat with the voice and the music.
It
and
wasn't.
Then she pulled the mic away.
She must. I bet she couldn't hear. There's probably something she just can't hear either.
She can't sing, it's the problem.
No, I know, but she can't hear either. She can't hear the actual record playing.
Yeah.
So wait, now look at the camera angle. It's fucking 50 feet from her.
Because they wanted to try to get far away.
I know.
Denny, you know about microphones, right?
Of course.
Now, if you are singing and your mic is at your hip,
Right.
will the sound quality be affected?
Just a bit.
Okay. All right.
Just
The
a
sound
bit.
quality was not affected in this
Right.
performance.
Well, when you've seen people do speeches, they put
Yes.
the mic down by their chest.
Yes.
You know, you can't hear it there. Put it
No.
up right here, right up top of your mouth.
Well, Mariah's a little different, though. Maybe Mariah's voice is a little bigger.
Let me see her hands go up. I didn't see that.
When she just waves the whole thing off.
Disastrous.
Let's call the whole thing off.
Right there.
It's
Well,
playing
watch
and she
go.
drops
She
her
just
hand and
brushes it off.
she walks back through the holes.
No, fuck this. Put the feathers up. And the people in
Wait,
Times
did she
Square.
just walk off?
I don't know. I don't think so. No. The people in Times Square have no clue that any of this is happening. They're just
No,
like,
they do.
Mariah's singing. No, look, they're just partying because they can't see.
They're going to certain camera shots that show people cheer, and the camera are probably like making them cheer.
Do they have big monitors there? You know,
They have like the big screens.
Big
yeah.
screen, yeah.
Yeah. But they think they're like, Mariah's singing. Yay, it's New Year's. I got to piss. I can't leave my spot.
Did you ever go?
No.
No?
No.
No, I would never go.
Wait, so what happens to the rest? I want to see her walk off.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, she's talking.
They turned her mic off.
She's talking as her vocals are playing by
Yeah.
her. She stinks at lip syncing.
Bring the feathers on. Yes!
I thought she was just a
Did you hear her
ventriloquist.
say bring the feathers around?
You just don't get any better.
That's her. That's her walking off.
Oh my God, is she fucking annoyed?
God bless New Year's Rockin' Eve. God bless New Year's Rockin' Eve.
Disastrous performance.
What a great thing they did.
I love all the fans are defending her.
What a great thing they did. Oh, that was so funny. The fact they could have gotten out of that, and they decided not to. They were like, "Fuck it." She had to have pissed people off because they didn't sabotage her. They didn't go out to make her look bad,
No.
but they could have saved her. They didn't. That didn't have to be as long as it was.
Do you think that would have just brought more attention to the fact that there was something wrong?
No, because they could have ended it after the first song. They could have ended it after Emotion, and nobody would have ever known
By the way,
that it was supposed to go. You know, that the second song was
the
coming.
West Coast feed could have just showed the second song. They could have just cut that song and still had Mariah Carey.
Right.
But they wanted to show.
No, they showed it in all its glory.
Yeah.
They said, we can't let our LA fans down.
They could have just faked a new intro for her.
Yeah.
They could have easily done that.
But they decided against it.
Yeah, they did.
They said, nah, we're not going to do that, I don't think. They had 3 hours to figure
I
out.
want to hear the end.
This isn't the end.
By the way, I hate Gloria Estefan's music too.
You do?
This is the worst. She stinks. Get on your feet. Fucking boo. It's terrible.
What
Fucking
about the
terrible.
Miami Sound Machine.
Horrendous.
You don't like them?
No, I don't. No, I don't.
You're not the person who leads the conga at the party?
I don't mind that song.
All right, see that?
I don't mind Come On Shake Your Body Baby, do the conga.
You like that?
I don't like it, but I don't mind it. I hate her fucking music so much.
Why?
It's cunty.
Aw,
Terrible. Get on your feet.
Yeah, see if it's on the ball
the
drop,
worst.
Adrian. Right there. This one? Yep. Yep. It might be there as it.
Do you think Mariah and Gloria were going to sing it together?
I think that there was never a plan to do that, and I think Ryan Seacrest decided to put them in an uncomfortable position. Let's. Yeah, no, they doesn't have it here. But it was. It was just a moment. We don't need to hear it. But it was just this moment of like Mariah was just standing there. They had DNCE, Gloria Estefan, Mariah, Ryan. Everybody was up there. And she had her like assistants or publicists or whoever they were, like almost doing like a human shield around her.
That's why I'm kind of glad it happened to her, because I think she's really hateable.
You do?
Yeah, and she doesn't seem like a nice person. Thank you. She doesn't seem like she's easy to deal with on any level. You know, it's just.
She was. She could sing good.
At one point, yeah, she was great.
Oh man, looks like Adrian, seeing if you can find it.
Replay. Do they show that in the whole LA feed or no? I mean, that's the New York one.
Yeah, no, I think that's an online thing. What you missed, though, if you were watching Mariah Carey on New Year's Eve, was what the cable news channels were doing. So I like to watch the cable news channels, and I was watching, and at one point, Fox News, and I'm not going to sit here and act like Fox News is this news agency with this great integrity or whatever, but for the sake of this conversation, I'm watching Fox News, and two of their people are talking to the guy from the UN that's hitting the button on the ball. You know, I don't remember what his job is. But they're like, and they're talking about policy and what's Trump going to do. Like they're trying to sneak some news into this New Year's thing, which bored me.
Yeah, of course.
So I turned over to CNN, and Don Lemon is drunk off his ass in a bar getting his ear pierced.
I love Don Lemon. How does anyone not like Don Lemon? The guy's fucking awesome.
He's a disaster, and he has no. I don't think Don Lemon wants to do a news show. Like I think that when Don Lemon does he still do that Piers Morgan slot?
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah.
Well,
He's still on CNN.
Right. When he was doing that, if he's not doing it anymore, I don't know. But I think his favorite show was, remember when the internet went crazy for like the llama video?
Yeah.
And then Don Lemon brought a llama into his CNN show.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Because he was like, let's talk about the news of this llama video. Here in studio, we have a llama.
Did he bring a llama in?
He did.
Don Lemon rules.
It really was like Brian Fellows' Safari Planet. A llama.
Was it the Push Me Pull You llama
I don't know what that is.
from Dr. Dolittle? Had the
No, great reference.
you don't remember that one?
No, I don't remember the Push Me, Pull Me llama from Dr. Dolittle.
Yeah, it's a two-headed llama.
Is it the original or the Eddie Murphy version?
No, the original.
Oh, the better one, right?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
the
We know
original.
why you feel that way about that.
Well, that's right.
One big difference between
They ruin
Dr.
everything,
Dolittle.
don't they, Denny?
Oh, yeah. You didn't like the Honeymooners reboot either, did you?
Come on, that was a disaster.
They ruin everything.
Yes.
Disaster.
Yes.
Disaster.
So I turn on Fox. I turn on CNN from Fox News, and Don Lemon he's in a bar in New Orleans doing tequila shots, and like his co-anchor is like, "You're not gonna do it," and he's getting his ear pierced.
Oh no!
On TV. You want to see it?
You bet I do.
Okay. I'm upset you didn't see Don doing his thing.
Happy almost New Year.
Oh boy.
We're at the Spotted Cat. The time has almost
Is this the ear pierce clip?
arrived.
Okay, tell him what's going to happen. I'm going to get something.
He's drunk. He's hammered.
So we've invited our new friend Chris over, and Chris clearly has much ink. And
Don is so drunk he doesn't want to hold his microphone.
Should it be a tattoo?
And Jim, can you do me a favor and look at the clock and tell me what time it is?
10:22 in Nashville.
Right. They're in Nashville. You know what that means?
What?
He's got another hour and a half before that ball comes down.
He's loaded.
That's a lot of tequila shots.
Sure
to get
is.
in. And he was doing them on TV. But Don Lemon is probably done at this point, like maybe 3 tequila shots. He's not a heavyweight when it comes to drinking. No.
And by the way his eyebrows are done, he looks like someone that would put on a wig.
You think so?
I'm not saying he does.
I see what you're saying.
But I'm saying the look. He looks to me like someone, like a female impersonator.
Right.
RuPaul.
Yeah, I was thinking about RuPaul. He looks like a female impersonator but in male form.
Then he goes for the RuPaul.
Well, you know.
Yeah.
That's a fair one.
A little obvious, a little on the nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But doesn't he? Cheekbones?
No, I see it. It looks like a face that would wear makeup well.
That's partially made up, actually, as we speak.
Right. It looks like a face that might scroll past a certain doorman in a Jim Norton building.
Why?
No, just go back to the
I never met Don.
What are you thinking? The people want to know what crazy, silly.
Let me ask. Kathy, I think Kathy Anderson might
Ask
steer
Kathy.
me
Kathy
wrong.
Griffin,
Kathy,
come
what
back
should I
in.
do?
Nipple, 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 nipple.
No, Don.
I love you, Kathy. I love
You
you.
see, Anderson Cooper
I love you.
is like that guy who's sitting there going like, no, guys, we don't want to do, because Anderson Cooper still believes that there is some integrity to cable news.
He's a journalist.
And and Don Lemon is supposed to be a fellow news guy, a journalist.
Cronkite never did that.
Get his nipple pierced.
That's not true. That's not true. He got a Prince Albert on 4th of July. We're going to put a needle in my cockhead.
Just drinking Billy beer and getting Prince Albert.
Yeah, it was a 4th of July special. He was at an outdoor fair, and they gave him a Prince Albert.
So what crazy thing are you going to do, Walter? What nutty thing are you going to do for 4th of July?
I'm going to have my cock pierced. And that was why he took off the glasses and he dabbed a tear. That wasn't Kennedy footage.
I'm gonna have my cock pierced.
Yeah, the head of my cock pierced.
Then they're gonna shove a bottle rocket inside me.
In his hole.
Yeah, happy 4th.
Do you think CNN's going to reprimand him for this?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because he's everywhere. I think that, as a matter of fact, not only is Don Lemon not going to be reprimanded for this, CNN is going to realize they've got their very own personality with Don Lemon.
Yeah.
He's gonna get shows out of this. Like Don Lemon is gonna prosper because he got hammered at the Nashville bar and maybe thought about getting his nipples pierced on TV.
Sean Hannity wouldn't do this.
No.
You don't think so?
Mr. O'Reilly wouldn't do this.
I don't know. O'Reilly might.
You think Wild Bill might get the nipple pierced on
He
New
might.
Year's?
Yeah. I've heard things about Bill.
Have you?
Yeah.
You know he likes a loofah.
I know he does. big giant dick.
Have you heard that?
Yeah, I've heard it.
Just hit my leg on the cup holder. Let's go back to Anderson Cooper. Anderson really is like, he's your smart friend. That like you're about to become a fun guy, but your smart friend is trying to drag you back in. He's like that girl Millie on Freaks and Geeks, who's trying to get the girl who's about to be cool to be a nerd again.
But Anderson
let's
looks
go
like
back to mathletes though. Let's go back to mathletes. No. The SATs are coming up. This is fun, but let's go back to mathletes.
He looks like he's having a good time though. He doesn't look upset about it.
No, but
Plus, he'd probably rather see Don make an ass out of himself than him have to do it. He looks fine. He's wearing a purple tie.
Well, he also knows what it is. Later on in the program, as just a fun New Year's gag, Kathy Griffin wrapped him from head to toe in tinfoil.
Did she?
Yeah, that's where he's at in terms of being a journalist. He was a tinfoil
Makes
mummy.
$11 million a year. That's probably that's a big stretch for a guy making $11 million a year as like the big anchor on a news network.
But you know what? Anderson's not there for the money. He's a fucking Vanderbilt.
No, but I believe that his mother's not leaving him money.
He doesn't need the $11 million. He wants to be.
I think he does.
You think so?
Yeah, it's a lot of money. $1 million a month almost.
Well, yeah, except for December. December he works for free.
Maybe he does. Yeah, that's kind of what that reminds me of our contracts.
Yeah,
I'm going to hear his nipple get pierced.
Do, but we really don't need to see what's about to happen.
Look at him unbuttoning his shirt. He's going to do it.
No,
Adrian,
keep it close.
you've had a drunken night or two with some friends, right?
I got my nipples pierced while drunk.
Have you?
Yeah, when I was
Did it hurt?
17. Yeah, yes.
Tell me based on experience. By the way, Don Lemon is not 17.
No, and he's on national television live.
Had it not been for the blonde chick and for Anderson Cooper, is Don Lemon getting his nipples pierced on TV?
Both of them.
100%, right?
Yes. And the rings, too. Not the
You think they
bars.
would have stopped him? I mean, if they didn't stop, you think he would have done it?
Absolutely.
He would have done it.
He's shithoused him.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. All right, let's see him get his nipples pierced.
All right.
Keep it close.
All right.
A little more, Don.
So listen,
His co-host is making him shut his shirt.
Since I promised, thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Anderson. That was good advice. The decision is good.
I'd rather see her nipples get pierced.
Thinking ear.
Danny.
Or something more fun, but ear's cool.
Or something more fun?
Yeah. The piercing guy realized, wait a minute, can I get the CNN guy to get his dick pierced on TV?
Do you think the guy would have pierced his dick if he asked him to?
And if Don Lemon were in that bar by himself, if that fun ruiner lady was not with him, he would have gotten his dick pierced on TV.
Maybe.
The cameraman would have had to be like, "What are we showing Don Lemon's dick on
I don't know about the dick, or he would have definitely got the area under the balls. There's an area under the scrotum people get.
You think he would have gotten his taint pierced?
Yeah.
You think Don Lemon, after all the years he's
Perineum.
put in as a journalist, he would get his perineum pierced on CNN?
I do, yeah.
I think you might be right, Jim. I think you might be right. All right, let's see if this piercer is going to go with the ear or something
Hang on.
fun.
One more shot.
Tell him what you had to do first. We had to be in a sterile plate.
Can we please not give him shots, by the way?
And then everything's pre-sterilized, ready to go.
They're giving Don shots, and the cock blockers going, don't give him
Cutting you off
shots.
after this
Shut
one.
up.
Should I cut him off?
Who is she?
No, don't cut him off.
It's not going to hurt me. You'll be fine.
Look at Don Lemon with his
about to happen?
velvet jacket and his shirt
You need
unbuttoned.
to hold my hand.
Why is he getting his ear pierced?
I don't know. It's just a New Orleans
Oh,
thing.
Lord.
So
Is your
mad.
mother watching?
He's a grown man.
I bet your mom is.
Who's asking these
Mama
questions?
Lemon.
The fucking no fun girl he's
I
got
know
with
it's
him.
Well, who is she? Shut up.
Yeah, you need to shut up.
Is your mother watching? He's getting his ear pierced.
Let me tell you, Danny, you think Don Lemon's going to get punished by CNN? This chick is getting punished.
For stopping the fun.
Yeah, we almost had nipples on TV.
That's why we don't fucking want a female co-host. That's what they do. No, you sure you want to do that?
I don't know.
Shut up. Well, you're also taking a news person out of their element. You're just wanting them to be.
Yeah, but guess what? Don Lemon, in his blood,
he could do it.
Is not a news person.
He could. Well, he could. He's a host.
He's a host. He's an entertainer.
He's a funster.
He is a bit of a funster, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Don Lemon must have a. I'll bet when Don Lemon cuts back a little bit, when he cuts loose a little bit,
unwinds,
knocks a few back and cuts loose when he unwinds a little bit. I bet Don knows how to have a good time.
Yeah, I bet he does.
And probably always needs to be about him.
Yeah.
But I'll bet he has a good time.
She has
poppers.
She has.
You think so? You think Don Lemon is a club kid?
Oh yeah.
She has this sitcom face. Like, what's he gonna do now?
Don.
Gosh.
Yeah, she's the worst.
Don, are you sure you're gonna do this?
No more
He's like-
shots for you.
He's like, bitch, I was within 30 seconds of ripping my nipples out on television. You kidding me?
She's an idiot.
Let it happen. By the way, Jim, I want you to know, if we ever did a New Year's special together, not only would I not stop you from drinking and ruining your sobriety, but I would encourage you to do bad things after you started drinking.
No, I know you would. It probably wouldn't be a very supportive environment.
No, see this lady? She and I have very little in common.
Except the vagina.
Go
Please
ahead.
just his ear. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go, bro.
Here we go. Oh, God.
She has her ears pierced. Why is she acting?
Blood in the jacket. It has to go back. It goes back to Brooks Brothers.
Don't get blood on the
Here
jacket.
we go. Here's the needle. Here's the needle.
He didn't even do it yet. Why is she moaning? She probably has her fucking. I guess it hurts.
Yeah,
She's acting like she doesn't know this. She's wearing earrings.
She probably got this same process done when she was 11.
Exactly. Shut up, lady.
You could handle this pain at 11. Don Lemon is like, he reports on fucking Aleppo.
She's like,
I think he can handle.
What's he doing? Same thing you did.
There's a needle through his earlobe.
Ugh. Hate this lady.
It's like something you do, like, it's a wild thing you do when you're 8.
Didn't they freeze it? Don't they shoot like a
Yeah, if
Freon
you're,
or something?
Yeah, they do that if you're at a slumber party with a bunch of 8-year-old girls, Dennis. That's what you and the ladies do that.
I don't know. I don't have
You
earrings.
put an ice cube on there. Should we pierce Dennis's ear?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. Adrian, what are you going to use? A paper clip?
No, we'll get someone to do the right ear.
No, I don't think so.
Will you do that? Would you get like a little? We'll buy you. We'll get Steven Singer to sponsor it, and he'll give you a diamond stud earring. Wouldn't that be cool?
And I'm not an earring type guy.
It would still be
Not
cool
yet.
to see. You don't have to wear it for long. Just wear it and see if you like it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Would you
it'd be
do
a great
that?
bit.
Yeah, if it's for a bit,
Yeah.
we'll do a bit.
Oh, Adrian, tell Steven, because let me tell you something. Steven Singer won't let this die. I promise you that.
It'll be fun. Make sure you give him a nice one too.
Yeah. Steven's going to know. We'll put a nice, and it'll be a real diamond.
Oh, this will be perfect for Valentine's Day.
Yes, this is our Valentine's Day bit. Piercing Denny.
Yeah.
And we'll see. Once we get him in the chair, we'll see if he wants to do anything besides the ear.
No, just the ear.
Okay, we'll
I gave you the ear. Come on.
No, we'll figure it out then.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it then. We don't need to talk about it now. Yeah. Let's go back to Don Lemon with his freshly pierced ear. Ooh.
I'm in pain.
Wow.
I'm in pain. Why are you doing this, my friend?
Oh, can we pause for a second? We have great news.
What?
Steven Singer will supply the earring. We'll get it sponsored. He'll do the whole thing. He can come in studio. Troy is a piercer.
Oh, okay.
He's a professional. He used to work at a piercing place. He knows how to pierce ears and things like that. So we'll get Troy to do the piercing. Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Sounds good, right?
I'm in.
Because guess what?
What?
It's a bit.
It's a bit.
Right. He knows how to pierce an ear, a dick, whatever we want to do.
It's all for the show. No, the ear.
We'll
I
see.
gave you the ear.
We'll talk about it then, I
No,
said.
no, we're
we'll
not.
talk about it. And we don't need to talk about it right now.
No.
We don't need to talk about it right now.
Yes.
All right, let's get back to Don Lemon. Yeah, we.
Kathy Anderson.
Slow clap.
Oh,
It's the end of Rudy. Somewhere Gene happens.
oh, it's a Florida Lee.
They put a fleur-de-lis earring in his
I
ear.
can't believe I'm doing this.
Wow.
What's a Florida-Lis?
It's that thing that they have a lot of them in New Orleans. It like comes out 3 ways. Looks like 3 leaves, 2 of them bending over.
Oh,
that's nice.
We're in New Orleans.
Wow.
How you
all right.
feeling, honey?
Wow. You all right there, Don?
I don't know.
Honey, talk to us.
I feel
honey.
like I was squeezing your hand more than
Why
you
did
were
he do
squeezing mine.
that?
I need to see this. Anderson, it didn't
looks
hurt that
perfect.
much, but
looks-
what
it
do you
looks-
think? I mean,
Good.
Cooper, you've
I
got
think
New Orleans
for-
connections. What do you think?
It's New Orleans, and you got a place there. It's New Orleans.
Did you kind of respect the idea of like a news agency?
I'm done with this, by the way.
Yeah, a news agency just deciding to get one of their fucking anchors all liquored up and send him
Yeah.
out there to see what kind of weird shit he gets into.
Yep.
He started to my favorite clip. That was just like context to watch him as he fell apart throughout the night.
Does he get drunker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know what did you say happened to you when you got drunk? You get emotional
Yeah.
and just
Oh,
talk
no.
about like what you want to do differently.
Very embarrassing.
Like what would you do?
I'm just embarrassing. A crier.
You are?
I'm the worst.
Would you have self-pity?
Yep.
Just would you talk about things you need to improve about yourself?
If it came up, yeah. Yeah, fuck, I ain't do nothing right.
I'm totally the opposite.
Wait, what's that?
I kind of get
I would
wacky.
hate to drink with you.
You wouldn't like that?
Oh, I would love it.
Like,
I would just adore it.
Everyone's done that like once or twice, but like when they're
Who has?
15.
Oh, your friend?
Yeah.
Like when you first start drinking.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
I know that I did that when I was like a freshman.
Well, yeah. When do you think that's when I did it?
When you're
Oh, really?
15.
Yeah.
Well, you got sober at what? 19.
18. So
18?
It was all happened before I was 18.
But you were still.
The worst. I don't fucking do anything right.
Would you wonder why you weren't getting? Why you didn't have a good relationship with a girl?
Yeah. Well, all of a sudden the girls kind of cleared away from me. Their fucking sweaty balls.
Did your balls get sweaty?
I told you fucking one summer I was wearing army pants. I was drunk in the afternoon, and a girl went to suck my balls, and she went. I'd put powder on them because they were
did?
fucking so sweaty. Yeah, they were a disaster.
Oh, that's
I was gonna put
terrific.
baby powder on them.
But it was too late, wasn't it?
Oh, my balls reeked.
Did the baby powder like cake up?
Didn't help at all. They were sour,
disgusting.
wet. They were like literally there was a sheen of sweat on them.
Is that because you were intoxicated or just you had sweaty
Back
balls?
then, 16 years old, your body's changing. It's confused.
Did you ever confuse a little body?
Yeah, like you're sweating at weird times that you never used to sweat. Yeah.
You should do a puberty video. Just
What?
teaching kids like with the
Oh,
changes
with their
that-
bodies?
Yeah, the changes that happen.
You're gonna sweat down here, and I point at my penis.
You want to see what kind of drunk Don Lemon becomes as the night? So this is an hour later.
Okay.
We're now about 25 minutes before the ball drops there in New Orleans.
No, it's 12. It's because it's 12:30
here, but he's in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So this is an hour later, and he's got 25 minutes to go before the ball drops, and he's doing some reflection on what 2016 brought.
Oh no.
And what 2017 might bring for him. Not he's not talking about the news. Don Lemon doesn't really cover the news in this clip, right? No, he's more talking about what's going on in the world of Don.
Okay.
Yeah.
I always live my life to the very fullest. And
Yes, you do.
The thing is,
Wait. Can you hear it in his speech patterns? I always live my life to the fullest.
They talk too close to your face. I live life to the fullest.
Do drunks ever get repetitive?
They're the fucking worst.
Do they ever lock on to one phrase and just decide to keep going back to it?
Yep.
Do you think there is any possibility that Don Lemon will mention more than once?
Living his life to the fullest?
Yeah.
I have not seen this clip. I'm going to guess. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's hear that.
Let's take a listen.
I don't really do it. I always live my life to the very fullest. And
Yes, you do.
The thing is, I need a little bit more balance in work life. I may be open to a relationship this year. I wasn't before.
Breaking news: Don Lemon is open to a relationship.
Yeah. Actually, being available to be in a relationship.
You want some
I'm a bad person to date. I'm not self.
Do you hear him say being available to be in a relationship? He's talking about emotionally. Like he's saying that he wants to be emotionally
Why is he a bad
available.
person to date? Does he cheat? Play more of this.
I'm not selfish. I'll give you my
Are we
last,
going there
but I'm
right
very
now?
self-centered. Yeah. I'm not going to be as self-centered.
You're going to be less self-centered in 2017.
Yeah, but I don't really do resolutions, and I live my life to the fullest. I don't care what people think about me. I do what I want because it's my life.
He's great.
Because it's my life. It's my life.
Oh, he's loaded.
Just like Bon Jovi. It's my life.
Self-centered in 2017.
Yeah, but I don't really do resolutions, and I live my life to the fullest. I don't care what people think about me. I do what I want because it's my life.
It's now or never.
It's like every 16-year-old's MySpace profile.
It really is. Oh, Don Lemon.
Is that the end of it?
Yeah.
That's the end of it. But the girl again, the woman there, she's like, are we really going to go here? Don't interrupt him.
She's just dumb.
Yeah, don't let him go.
Let him go.
Like, step back and realize that there is something happening.
This is phenomenal TV.
I believe there was a Bill Burr quote that was owed that Don Lemon should have addressed her with.
Yeah, by the way, can we go back and watch her talking just for a second?
Yeah, you can start from the beginning if you want. It's cool.
I always live my life to the very fullest. And
Yes, you do.
The thing is, I need a little bit more balance in work life. I may be open to a relationship this year. I wasn't before.
Breaking news: Don Lemon is open to a relationship.
Don't interrupt me, cunt!
Yeah, I think that was appropriate.
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure was.
I'm a bad person to date. I'm not selfish.
Don't interrupt me, cunt!
My
Are we going there
but I'm
right
very
now?
self-centered. Yeah. I'm not going to be as self-centered.
You're going to be less self-centered in 2017.
Don't interrupt me, cunt!
But I don't really do resolutions, and I live my life to the fullest. I don't care what people think about me. I do what I want because it's my life.
I do what I want because it's my life. I don't really do resolutions. I live like he did like 3 resolutions in a row. He's like, I want to be in a relationship. I want to be less self-centered. I don't do resolutions though. Because I just do whatever I want. Oh, poor Don.
You think he was embarrassed watching this back the next day?
I don't know.
Nah, he doesn't care.
I don't think so.
Why would he be?
I don't think so. I think he liked the attention that it got. And I think he'll transition, he'll start to transition into like a host. Because that's why CNN puts Kathy Griffin or Griffith, whatever her name is, and Anderson Cooper as the hosts every year. Because every year there's wacky hijinks, right? Kathy Griffith says something that she's not supposed to, or she wraps up Anderson Cooper in tinfoil or whatever. This is really the first year that Don Lemon has got himself all liquored up.
Stole the show.
And completely stole the show. Next year, for New Year's, CNN is just going to do the Drunk Don Lemon show. It's like when we fed E-Rock all that tequila, and he had the best show of his life. He was
crying.
It was the greatest thing that we've ever done. It's the best thing he's ever done in this medium.
Were you happy when E-Rock was drunk?
Oh my God, Jim! It was maybe the favorite thing I've been a part of in broadcasting. Maybe my favorite thing.
You thought Anthony didn't like him?
He pointed at you don't like me.
No, he pointed to him and he goes, "Well, you never liked me."
Then he goes, "But that's okay.
But that's okay." And then Opie goes like, "E-Rock, we gotta," and E-Rock goes, "You can go home." He was great. He was great. But yeah, I would watch Drunk Don Lemon. Like, Don Lemon may bring back the drunk talk show host. Back in the day, I mean, you remember, Dennis. Yeah. All the old talk show hosts used to, they'd have a drink.
Drink and
they'd
smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, Sinatra's stopping by, whatever it is.
Yeah. Carson used to have the ashtray right there.
Right.
Smoke.
Right. Yeah. And the guests would get a little tipsy. And wouldn't you watch a talk show hosted by Drunk Don Lemon? And it'd be great because he'd start the show just kind of comfortably buzzed, but he couldn't handle his shit. By the end of every episode, he'd be like, "Let me tell you guys something about me."
He'd be fucking loaded.
Let me tell you what I need to
Do you think it'd be hard for him to top this? I mean,
No
this
way.
was impromptu. You didn't expect
This should be every show, just him just being drunk talking.
Yeah, just going to bars and getting drunk. Like, this is because here's what you'll do. You'll get Miss No Fun out of the picture.
Right.
And you can let Don start to really be Don.
Is that Brooke Baldwin?
I don't know.
He must have been killed the next day because he wasn't eating anything. And when you drink like that without eating anything,
Oh, Jesus, Nana.
Stomach in your head killing.
You know what? Here's what we'll do. I'm going to program CNN.
I'm just saying.
I'm going to program CNN. Okay?
Right.
Here's what we're going to do.
Right.
9 p.m., Don Lemon comes on and does his drunk hour.
Right.
10 p.m., Dennis and Brooke Baldwin go on.
No.
And they talk about everything that went wrong in that first
I'm just
hour.
saying.
Well, here's what you didn't consider. Here's what you should be thinking
Had
about.
bread. I'm just saying the next day he probably had a killer hangover. That's all.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's all.
So.
Tequila is, it kicks you in the butt.
Does it? Whoa,
Oh, yeah.
whoa, Dennis. I didn't know we were going to. It's 2017.
I know, the new
We gotta
Denny.
be-
An earring language.
Yeah, and by the way, Dennis is he's the one who gets handsy when he gets drunk. Remember the office, the Christmas party that we had here, that Dennis is no longer invited to Christmas parties? He's the one who starts making inappropriate comments to female coworkers when he gets intoxicated.
Maybe I'll do the show with Don and we'll both get liquored
Let
up.
me tell you something. Dennis does not fall in the Jim Norton category. Dennis does not start feeling bad about himself when he gets drunk. Dennis believes himself to be God's gift to women when he gets drunk.
Fucking. Didn't you weren't you walking around pointing out your bulge?
Yeah, he was.
No.
Of course he was.
I mentioned something about a mistletoe belt buckle.
Ah.
Yeah, he actually really did that.
Somebody wanted this prick kissed.
He started going up to female coworkers and saying, "Hey, has anybody seen my mistletoe belt buckle?"
Yeah. Used to be able to do that in the good old days.
Yeah.
What old days? When did you ever
Then
do
he
that?
finally got blown over at OutQ.
Yeah. Larry Flake was just like, "No, but here's mine."
I got a piss, dude.
All right, let's take a break.
We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Thank you for stopping by, Dennis. You're relieved.
Always a pleasure.
Good to have you.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You're relieved as Jim Norton heads out to relieve himself.
Yeah, I got paid badly.
But we got a lot to talk about. We didn't talk about Christmas.
What's
Did
there
you
to
do
talk
anything? I
about?
don't know. Did you do anything special?
No.
I wanna talk
Everyone's over the holidays.
Yeah. I want to talk about the Sinbad movie that everybody was talking about.
I didn't see that.
Oh.
I did go to see a movie.
Oh, you know what? I won't ask because I went to see a lot of movies.
I only saw one.
It's not enough. We'll find out which one. Which is the one? Lots of holiday movies came out. Which is the one that Jim Norton went to see?
No one cares.
Good teaser.
I'll go with Denny on this. We'll find out after this. What a show. What a
Yes.
show. First show of 2017. Don't forget, we're putting out a new one this morning if we haven't already, podcast.
Yeah.
New podcast comes out every Tuesday morning. You can get it on iTunes and SoundCloud if you do a search for Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. This morning's podcast is Zach Amico and Tom Papa, who I watched Zach Amico on Roast Battle. I saw your episode.
Oh, he was on, right?
Yeah, you were very funny, and
Thank you.
Zach did awesome.
Yeah, Zach was great.
did really, really well.
Who did he battle in that? He did win, right?
Yeah, it was I think it was a guy whose whole family died. Oh. Wasn't that the one?
Oh, yeah, he had a really funny line about that guy.
Yeah.
I remember it was something. You put the something in something.
Oh, yeah, it was.
I don't remember the joke, but it was really funny.
It was like this bro-y guy. And he goes like, "You put the bro in my little brother died of whatever kind of cancer." Like, it was great.
Yeah,
it was really good. You should watch it on Cable on Demand or ComedyCentral.com.
Yeah,
whatever.
Jeff tweeted it, so I retweeted it, but I didn't see it. That's cool.
Also, while you're at your while we're talking TV, set your DVRs. I'm supposed to be on Red Eye tonight.
Oh, okay.
It's at 3 a.m. Eastern on Fox News. I think I'm going to get hammered and get my nipples pierced. So make sure you're tuned in.
Who you on with?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know who's going to be on the panel with me, but 3 a.m. Eastern tonight on Fox News. Set your DVR if you don't want to stay up that late. So, Jim, the world, for the last 8 minutes or so, has been hanging on to the edge of their seats, trying to figure out what movie did Jim Norton go and see over the break. There were so many movies that came out. Jim, what was the movie?
Well, I went and saw it in 3 dimensions.
Okay, that's a hint. Travis, write that down, Travis dog. Write that down. And by the way, because we haven't done it yet in 2017. That's right.
Good. Thanks, guys.
That's right.
Did they tweet that at you?
Yeah, I can't tweet anything anymore.
Why?
Because it's just like, arf, arf, arf.
Yeah. He's like tweeting stuff about his dog on Christmas.
Oh,
It's just...
It's fine.
So, yeah, I did see it in 3 dimensions.
Ooh, I have a couple guesses.
Went by myself.
That I could have easily guessed. That I'm not surprised by.
You didn't need that hint?
No, I figured that Jim was trying to be like normal, but not quite there. So he just went to a movie by himself. Was it here in New York?
That's not a movie.
That's I'm location wise.
That sounds like a great movie. Here in New York, it's just about me having a day in the Big Apple.
I didn't go to any movies by myself. I went with people.
Okay.
All the time. But that's just a preference. That's
Yeah,
just...
I don't mind going with somebody.
Oh, that's good to
open to
know.
that?
Yeah, I'm open to going to movies with a person.
That's good to know in the future.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get a bite to eat after the movie?
No, it was late. It was...
Did you not have your reading light with you so you could read at the table?
No, it was like 10:15.
Oh, I see.
I went to a nice movie by myself. I ate a little popcorn.
Oh, you
Had a
treated
good time.
yourself
Yes,
to some
I did.
popcorn. So it was after the special.
Great movie.
What movie was it?
I don't want to say.
What are you talking about?
Oh, I saw Rogue One.
Oh, the Star Wars
It was
movie.
awesome.
It was fine.
It was great.
That was
It was
great.
better than fun.
How was it great? It was just
It was an adult Star Wars. Finally, Darth Vader's stuff was fucking killer.
because he was
It's-
Darth Vader.
Well,
You don't
yeah.
like. You said you
James
didn't
Earl
like-
Jones, by the way, did sound old doing the voice. It didn't sound like it was the precursor to the original. It sounded like he was older.
Well, he is.
I know, but I mean, they should fix that.
Carrie Fisher looked fine.
Yeah.
Well, better than she does now.
You said that you didn't like the Darth Vader quote unquote stuff in the one that just came out a year ago because that wasn't Darth Vader.
Right.
Like you just liked that Darth Vader was in this movie.
I love Darth Vader.
He was so badass in that scene, though.
He was so great. That's exactly what you want him doing. Choking people, throwing them at the ceiling, slicing them up. Great.
I could watch that 1 minute just on a loop.
Yeah, me too. And I don't want to blow it for people, but I just will say this.
Already did by mentioning Carrie Fisher.
Who gives a fuck? No, I didn't even know that was her. It was just like, what they fucking... No, I mean, I knew, but it's like, who cares?
It was kind of a huge...
great.
Yeah, it was that part
I
actually
didn't
was a
give fuck.
huge reveal.
I didn't give a fuck.
Jim was all in for the CGI Grand Moff Tarkin. that was Jim's pick.
I was happy that Darth showed up. No, I like the way they ended it too. Films like that don't usually end that way, and
No, it's
and
perfect.
It was great.
enhances.
Oh yeah, it was cool that it ended
Awesome that they did that.
You know, the one thing
I loved him, by the way.
That's
That
Grand Moff Tarkin.
Yeah. He's been dead for like 20
Peter
years.
Cushing, yeah, I know he is. He used to be in all the old Hammer Dracula films in the 60s.
Grand Moff Tarkin.
It's before me and Sam.
Well, me too. What do you think? I wasn't born in 1967.
Could have fooled me. I don't know.
68.
I don't know. Anything pre-'80s, it all mixes up for me.
Yeah, Peter Cushing. Did they just get another actor? And I don't know how. Did they just get someone that looked like him?
No, they get an actor and then they CGI over that actor's face.
Is it the guy who played Gollum?
Yeah.
Let me ask you, how did they get all the lines down? That was brilliantly done.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the ins and outs of it, but they're really
I actually thought it was a new
they're
actor.
really getting there.
And I'll tell you that Rogue One, Grand Moff Tarkin looked... It's amazing how you can watch technology change, because when you go back to like season 3 of The Sopranos, and you look at Tony's mom, because season 3 was after she was dead.
Yeah.
It's a fucking horror show when you watch it now.
Is it bad?
It's terrible. It's like her head is like, it looks like it's a glitching out thing. It doesn't look real at all. And then you turn on this Star Wars movie and it's like, it really has come a long way. But in 10 years from now, I'm sure we'll look at Star Wars and be like, that looks terrible.
No, I don't know, maybe.
But yeah, I mean, I thought it was you didn't think it was just like another...
No, it was so much better than the
typical
last
Star Wars
one with
movie?
fucking Han Solo's dumb son. This was it was not a typical one at all. There was much more violence in it. No.
I mean, it wasn't violence. It was like laser violence. It was Star
No, a
Wars.
lot more people
Yeah, but
died
that
in
was
this one.
that was probably the best action of any Star Wars movie
I agree.
I've seen. Those last 45 minutes,
Amazing.
which is what was reshot
Oh, really?
What do you mean it was reshot?
Well, yeah. If you go back in the trailer, I mean, nothing in those original trailers is in the final movie.
Oh, I see.
There's
They just
scenes
went-
of
yeah.
there's scenes of them running on the beach with the thing that they had to get, and that's.
I think they did that on purpose, just not to give it away.
No. It
Why
was
did
a
they
big,
reshoot it?
It was because it didn't work because
they wanted it to be good.
Because you know what happens to everybody at the end?
Yeah,
that didn't happen in the original.
When they filmed it, like they went so far as they had to go and Oh, I'm
it is
so
a
glad.
completely different movie.
Let me tell you something.
Wow.
You want to know a movie that was terrible and the ending?
The Godfather.
No, The Godfather.
A bust.
I went and saw Passengers yesterday.
I want to see that.
Terrible.
Oh, I hear it's terrible.
Total waste of your time.
Oh, God damn. How is the? Do you need to see it in 3
Horrible.
dimensions?
It doesn't like you and your fucking visual effects.
Is that how you asked for the ticket?
I love 3-dimension fucking movies. I love the glasses. I love the whole experience
I
of
didn't
it.
see it in 3D.
Even when it's not meant to be.
I don't care. I like feeling like I'm in the room. I want to reach out and grab Jennifer Lawrence's tits.
Yeah, no, I didn't see it in 3D.
I love 3-dimension movies. They're fucking the best.
No, they don't. They're
They
not
are.
the best.
IMAX 3D is the greatest movie experience you can have.
It's a gimmick.
I'll watch anything. It's not a gimmick. It's fucking. It's an
No,
amazing
not when
experience.
it's done right.
It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Kidding me?
I'm not interested.
That's an American fucking Hollywood bonanza.
What are you talking about?
I like these new words he's using in 2017.
I'm fucking all about a 3D movie though. I saw Friday the 13th 3D in the movies when it came out.
Well, that one was sucked.
Yeah, I know. But I mean,
That's when
that's
you
how.
had to wear the red and blue.
And they were paper.
But yeah, no, Passengers do not waste your time.
Oh, Pickles. I'm going to.
They were basically, you know what they're trying
Don't
to
tell me.
You know what they were trying to do?
Yes, I do. They're going somewhere and they wake up, bro. That's all I want to know. I'm
They're
going to
trying to make Titanic in space.
Aww.
That's what they're trying to do.
By the way, now there's a documentary saying there was a fire that fucked up the Titanic. I didn't
believe
see
it.
that. Is that true?
Yep, 100%.
Corporate greed?
Yep, 100%. Yeah, no, Passengers was really bad.
Wait, you don't believe that? There was a fire in the
No,
Titanic?
the Titanic hit an iceberg and then it sank.
No, but there was a fire before.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this isn't like a new theory. This guy's just exploring it further.
Okay.
Here's what happened to the Titanic.
So they
It hit an
blamed the iceberg because the corporation fucking was greedy and didn't do what they're supposed to do.
No, I don't need any more Titanic theories.
I learned a lot about don't pull a fire alarm. I love that song.
There's not that much to learn about it. Just don't do it.
Yeah. You know why?
Why?
Because then your fucking house burns down. Oh, doesn't anyone care? And the final one when the fire department wouldn't come. Fuck yeah.
No, it's good to know. So will you watch a bad 3D movie just for the 3D?
I haven't seen one in a long time, so...
Go see Passengers then.
Is it 3D?
Of course it's 3D. It's another one of these dumb space movies. Yeah, it's 3D.
But are the effects decent, though? Like the space effects?
Yeah, it looks like the fucking
That's what I
the guy
wanna
from
see.
Parks and Rec is in space. Yeah,
I want to
it's
be
crazy.
in space.
Yeah.
I want to explore space.
It's stupid.
Space effects.
Yeah.
Good, yeah, props.
My umbrella. Yeah, I want to go fucking see it, even if it's not great. I don't care.
You know, a movie I came out of the theater smiling and enjoying, and I really was like, I was protesting going to see the film.
Philadelphia?
There was just one smile to be seen walking out. It was a laugh riot.
What movie did you walk out smiling to be? Hold on, let me guess. Chariots of Fire?
No, it was
Hold on, I'm trying to guess.
It's a new movie.
What movie you came out?
I was smiling.
The Woodsman.
No.
Oh, all right.
And by the way, anyone who listens to the show that couldn't predict that's
I
exactly
had
where
to.
you were
There's
going.
not as many good child molester movies.
Well, there's a few that you have. It's just not a good reference because other people don't know the titles.
All right. What?
I saw La La Land.
Is it a musical?
Oh, and you liked it?
It was you know what word I would use to describe La La Land?
Breathtaking?
Gay?
Wonderful.
Oh, no.
Ew. It's a fucking musical.
It is a
They
musical.
suck.
Yeah,
But-
you're either going to like it or you're not.
Musicals
But
suck.
it's not what I thought it was, which is just like all singing.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of not singing in it.
Oh, there's not. Okay, I would watch it as long as they have a real story. I like Emma Stone, so
It's the guy who did Whiplash.
Shut up.
Is his. Why?
I don't care what he did. Did Whiplash?
Well,
what, are you,
maybe
what are you, the fucking newspaper head?
No, I was about
this is the guy from the producer who brought you.
I was about to make a point.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, okay.
What's your point? Let's hear it.
It was the same writer and director of Whiplash.
Oh shit!
I'm not talking about it. Never
I want to
mind.
hear what happened.
All I was going to say was that he keeps making movies about stupid jazz music, and you would think he would just I feel bad for him because he obviously wants to be a jazz musician and can't cut
You
it.
see the jazz singer with Roy Scheider?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, let me. This trailer looks god awful.
You're fired. It's Christmas. Yeah, I see the decorations. Good luck in the new year.
This is going to be like what The Artist was that year. Remember
It's
The Artist?
black and white.
Yeah, yeah. It's not
And
going
it
to be
was
black
silent film.
No, I know that.
I remember that.
But you
Harvey
remember
Weinstein film.
It won like Oscars and stuff like that. This will do that.
Hollywood loves a musical.
What do you mean Hollywood loves a musical? There's not that many of them. If Hollywood loved a musical, there'd be musicals all over the place.
Meaning the award shows, they love a musical.
Yeah, right. Tell it till they miss. They didn't win any. This is wonderful. Yeah.
Fucking
Did you
Peter
download the
Pumper.
soundtrack?
You're a
Not
Peter
yet, but I'm
Pumper.
sure. I was literally like, I couldn't sleep last night because.
Ew! You're gonna download the soundtrack to this?
Well, let's take out your fucking iPhone, Rick Astley.
I stand by that.
You were fucking like last time I traveled with you. You're like, you like Sean Paul? And
I love
you were
Sean Paul.
listening to your.
Yeah, it's better
you have
than
the
this.
worst iPod of anybody I've ever met.
You said co-host wrong. No, this La La Land. You ask any of our listeners, would they rather listen to Sean Paul or fucking Rick Dad? You know, what would you rather listen to? La La Land or fucking Angels on My Side,
Well,
Travis?
only because I haven't seen La La Land, I would pick Angels on My Side.
What do you think
partial
of
to
this?
that song too?
I would watch it.
Da, 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 da. I was sitting there last night. I couldn't sleep because
Terrible, dude.
my schedule was all off from vacation, and I was in bed.
Terrible.
And my toe was tapping because in my head I was going.
We should have a tag on us.
I would have been deceased, Jim. They only do that to corpses. Da, 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 da.
Oh man,
And it's a recurring like song throughout the, and in musicals they do a song that's recurring. Yeah, that's their like song. It kind of symbolizes their like
I fucking hate music.
relationship. Ryan Gosling.
I'll see it.
And Emma Stone.
Is it a great date movie?
Oh my God, it's a great date movie.
Why? Am I gonna get my asshole fingered afterwards?
Well, I mean, that's up to you. You know what I mean? That depends on what you do with your time.
Is there a song called "Up to the Second Knuckle"?
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'd be willing to bet you will get your asshole fingered if you go with the same date that you saw Rogue One with.
I'll see it just because I like her so much.
And then the drum.
I'm gonna hate it.
I bet you think it's
I
wonderful.
guarantee he loves it.
I know I won't. I'll tell you what I loved. I loved Book of Mormon. I admit it. It was a
That's not.
masterpiece.
I admit it.
No, meaning
it's a fucking musical with songs about AIDS and
doesn't
birth.
matter.
Popular opinion.
No, but I'm saying it's a musical that I loved. Les Mis stunk.
No, it didn't.
Stunk.
Les Mis is the greatest musical of this generation.
Fucking
and I understand it doesn't have songs about AIDS.
The opening song was good. I like the opening song. Yeah, I like when it started out, and then Anne Hathaway, whoever the fuck that was, I'm going to quit my job. Shut up.
Which she didn't like the way the boss was treating her.
I fucking hated that movie.
And then she had to sell her teeth and everything.
Enough of this fucking
And her hair.
nonsense. They sing everywhere. Fuck you. Terrible.
Who am I?
Oh.
And he speaks.
Fucking blows.
Don't tell that to the guy who was the writer-director because he keeps making movies about it. You like Whiplash?
The color looks amazing. Like I'll see it for the cinematography. I'm sure it's well shot.
Very well
I'm sure
shot.
the acting is great. I just hate musicals on principle. They fucking annoy me.
I didn't want to like it. I didn't want to see it. I was complaining. Jess was like, right at the end of vacation, Jess was like, I still want to see Passengers and La La Land.
Okay.
And I was like, get the fuck out of here with both those movies.
Guarantee you.
Yeah.
I will not like this film. I'll go if I can find a date. If I can find a date, I'll go.
Let's make this a little interesting. Gentleman's bet. Adrian, doesn't that get your interest peaked?
Gentleman's wager.
Oh, a gentleman's bet.
Okay, how about this?
Okay.
I'll bet you $50.
Okay.
If I like it, I'll give you $50. And if I don't like it, you have to suck Travis's cock.
I am so sure.
Take the bet.
Take it, dude. Take the bet. Take the bet. I bet people. Let's go to Kevin in Houston. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, good morning, boys.
Good morning.
Hello.
First show of 2017, and you've already dropped down at least 20 points.
What?
I mean, you're at 100. And
Why?
now you're
Because
at 80.
you mean Jim? Because he didn't see the
Fucking
film?
musicals stink.
Thank you.
They fucking suck.
I agree. They
Look,
suck.
Nobody likes that crap.
I don't like
terrible.
musicals in general, or at least I don't think I do. But then I saw Les Mis, and it's one of my favorite. I love that movie, and the play. It was incredible. And then I saw La La Land, and I was like, I do not want to see this movie. This movie looks stupid. It's dumb. It's going to be exactly what the artist was, which is some movie that like is special when it comes out, and then nobody ever cares ever again.
Grease was a good musical.
Yes. And then I watched the movie, and I was like, this is a wonderful film and a wonderful story.
You know what should be a musical? I Spit on Your Grave. That'd be a great musical. She cut my cock off.
Later, boys.
Bye.
See you later.
Yeah, musicals fucking stink.
How does musicals stink and you like Grease? Grease
Grease
is the
is a good
fucking
musical.
most cornball thing that's ever been
The
created.
music is good. At least it's actually a movie.
Yeah, you're right. The music is good. Grease is the word is a great song.
It's a great song.
And what do you mean it's actually a movie?
Yeah.
Les Mis is a fantastic story.
But they all sing. There's no talking.
Sandy!
I like that, yeah. Good
Riz, I
song.
don't know, Riz. I don't know. We're all 45 years old and in high school, Riz.
That is true. She was too old to play that part.
They're all too old. Look at every single person in the cast.
Nah, Travolta looks young.
No, he doesn't
Yeah, he
look
does.
young.
Yeah, he does.
Travolta looks young and his hair looks real now.
I don't like her hair there. When she gets all sexy at the end, it's terrible. I love
it.
You like her hair there?
And
She's
you
all
think
permed up?
You think Travolta looks like a high school student there?
No, but he doesn't look that bad.
He looks like he's 34 years old.
No, he's about 26.
He's not 26.
Look at this one. You don't like that she's smoking poorly and she has a fucking shitty perm? I like her better when her hair was the way it was before, all innocent and stuff.
This is Jim being like, oh, this is great.
I mean,
Yeah, right. They did that in the 50s. They had flying cars.
It's supposed to be from the 50s.
This movie isn't from the 50s.
But it's about the 50s.
I know, but the car flew off into the clouds.
Yeah, but that was the big fantasy in the 50s, that your car flew into the clouds. And there were no blacks in the neighborhood.
Yeah, let's go to Paul in New Jersey. What's up, Paul?
Sure. Hello.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Better now.
Hey, guys. What's going on?
Hi.
Hey, first of all, the definitive American musical is Singing in the Rain by far.
Yeah, I don't
anyway,
like it.
Sam.
Yeah.
Sam, should we explain to Jim the twist in Passengers? I think he'll really love it.
I didn't even.
Really hate
No, don't explain it. I'll see it, and I'll see it this week, and I'll give you guys an opinion. I mean, I don't really care that much. I want to see it just for the effects more than anything.
But the twist will get you talking.
Okay.
He took his headphones
Sorry,
off. He took his headphones off because he's so interested in the twist.
Yeah, I don't want to blow it.
There's not really a twist.
No. I love that song.
The twist.
Should I go ahead and talk about it?
No, I'm going to hang up on you. Goodbye, buddy.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, there's no big twist in the movie Passengers. The twist is that they fucking scammed you out of $15 for a movie ticket.
I'm going to go see it. The guy named Larry.
Yeah. Keeps slipping looks to Jeff Conway as
Yeah.
he's singing "You're the One That I Want."
A thick-fingered masseur.
Robert in Birmingham.
Bring him home, bring him home.
See, this is a song.
Well, that's good music in it there, Sam Roberts.
That's a song. See?
It is.
That's better than any of that Grease bullshit. Bring him home. Speaking of movie stars, did you watch the premiere of the greatest vehicle for a movie star there in the last probably decade?
No.
2017 starts with the premiere of the new Celebrity Apprentice.
And we talked before off air. I do not know his new catchphrase. You have not told me. I'm going to guess it.
Okay.
And this is a total guess.
Yeah. Of course, by the new Celebrity Apprentice boss, Donald Trump is out. I think he's still the executive producer of the show somehow. But he's out, and Arnold Schwarzenegger is in. He is the new boss for Celebrity Apprentice, and it premiered last night. Our friends from the show, Carey Keegan was on.
Oh, that's good.
Matt Eisman, a bunch of people. Boy George is on this season. Vince Neil.
Here's my guess.
Christ, Vince Neil killed a guy, only did 30 days.
Here's my guess for the catchphrase.
Mm-hmm.
You won't be back.
You won't be back. I'm sorry to interrupt you there. I kicked the cup holder. It's still out and broken. So you think Arnold's catchphrase is, "You won't be back"? Like he'll say, like, "Okay, you know what? You did the worst. You won't be back."
That's just a guess.
Okay.
Is it worse than that?
I don't know.
Let's hear it.
Actually, I actually think it's pretty good. Do you want to hear it?
I do.
It's gonna include spoilers, right, Adrian? Yeah. It's got the names in it, so I'm sorry for the spoilers. You know, if you're a big Celebrity Apprentice person.
Shucks.
First elimination, Carey Keegan, which I think we both kind of guessed based on her promotional cycle, that she was getting her book out the same right when Celebrity Apprentice started.
Yep.
You want to hear her firing?
Yep.
Who is taking the most risk is really what it comes down to. So therefore, Carey, you're terminated.
Jim, you seem to feel like your Terminator was lackluster.
I just didn't think it could be that on the nose.
Well,
or that obvious.
You know what, Jim?
I'm embarrassed.
Maybe I'm playing with you.
You have no idea.
What would you say if I told you that's not the whole line? What would you say, Jim, if I told you that there's a tagline to go with the catchphrase?
Same thing I say every day. I wish I was dead.
Okay, well, you got to get past that, man. That's not good.
Let's hear it.
All right.
Who is taking the most risk is really what it comes down to. So therefore, Carey, you're terminated. Now, get to the chopper.
Thank you, sir. Thank
Absolutely.
And Jim, you know how I'm a huge Celebrity Apprentice fan. At the end of every Celebrity Apprentice, Donald would say, "You're fired." You'd go down the elevator, out the door, into a car, and you'd drive away. Guess what? After Arnold says, "Get to the chopper," you get in the elevator. But you know which direction you go in?
Yeah, I do.
Which direction do you think?
Up.
Why would you go up?
Because there's a chopper on the roof.
There's a helipad up on the roof. You're going to the chopper. This guy
stinks.
After years of
he was the governor,
being a blockbuster movie star, then being the governor. And here's the real problem. He's looking at you. He's not like, he doesn't even have a smile on his face. He wants us as the viewer to believe that if he were in a boardroom, the phrase "get to the chopper" would come out of his mouth in a serious fashion.
It's just terrible. You know, Schwarzenegger I think he's the best action star ever. I think he's by far the best. And then he becomes governor for 8 years, and he comes back, and nobody cares about his action movies anymore because he's fucking old.
Jim, nobody cares? Well, why don't you get to the chopper?
I'd like to. As long as it was like Omar Suarez's chopper ride. Nobody cared about his action movies. He does that movie called Maggie, which is great. He's fucking great in that movie. That's what he should have done when he came back. Instead of being an action star again at age 65, do movies like Maggie where you're just acting. And he was that was so great.
The Expendables movies and all
I don't give a fuck about those dumb movies.
Man.
I could care less about that shit. Well, I loved him in Maggie, though.
I'll tell you this. He wasn't done firing people.
Ugh.
And Jim, at first I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? His firing phrases, "You're terminated, get to the chopper," until I found out that unlike the Terminator robot, there's a little bit of fluidity to Arnold.
Wait a minute. I'm looking. All right.
What? You looking about the movie Maggie?
No, I'm just reading Terminator facts. How much did he make for Terminator?
Oh.
And also, Edward Furlong's voice had to be redubbed after filming because his voice broke during the shooting of the film. Well, I guess it changed or cracked.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It was almost as good as my fact about the guy who wrote and directed La La Land.
Oh, the jazz guy?
Yeah, thanks.
I like this new segment.
Yeah, it's called
What's the new segment?
Facts.
Fun facts.
Yeah.
Before we move any further, let me give you some Edward Furlong fun facts. No, his catchphrase is more fluid than you think it is. Do you want to hear the second firing of the evening?
Yep.
Okay. I think this one was Carney Wilson. Is that right?
Cool.
Sure.
Yes.
I think that you miscalculated in a big way. It was a very risky thing to do, clearly. Therefore, Carney, you're terminated. Hasta la vista, baby.
It's obvious. It's just...
That's sad.
He's going to use a different line. It's the Terminator. You're terminated, followed by another movie line. It's
like John Sterling was their consultant.
What else are they going to? What's?
Well, how many cast members are there?
Like 12, I think.
Yeah, there's not that many lines.
Yeah, though, you'll find 10 more Arnold lines. There's got to be.
I hope so.
Look for Arnold Schwarzenegger quotes. Arnold movie quotes. Let's see what the.
If I was on that show, I'd be sitting there like, oh, which line do I want?
Yeah.
I'd want like, Sam, you are terminated. We are not identical twins.
Yeah, I just want twins lines.
Yeah.
Let's see. There'll be something.
Yeah.
You forgot the first rule of a hostage situation.
Jim.
No, go to top 10. Go to top 10.
Jim.
Not these many.
You are terminated. Bad to the bone. Oh, really obscure twins line. Adrian, you are terminated. I have to fight Turbo Man.
Oh, fuck you, asshole. That would be the best one.
Fuck you.
From Terminator.
Fuck you, asshole.
That's right, Mitch. I lied. Hasta la vista, baby. He's did that one already. You know, one ugly motherfucker would be a great one to use.
Can you use that one?
I know. See at the party, Richter. I live to see you eat the contract.
Travis Dog, you are terminated. I am Julius.
Are you Sal Connor? No. Have you ever killed anyone? Yeah.
No, they go. It drops off real quick.
It does, yeah.
You got to start going into twins and Jingle All the Way.
I'm not a cop, you idiot.
No, that's what he goes. That's what he goes. He goes, Travis, you are fired. I'm a cop, you idiot.
Oh, I'm a cop, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there should be a lot of kindergarten cops.
That would be great if he goes, Jim, you are terminated. It's not a tumor. I'll bet he'll say it's not a tumor at some point. Because that's the kindergarten cop line, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you this. D-bag, sick baby, you are terminated. Who is your daddy and what does he do?
Yeah, I don't... Wow, this looks... Was the show bad or was
I didn't watch it. I just watched the
I watched
one.
it.
I'm going to watch it today because I'm a fan of the show. I just like the show. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I was so embarrassed for him.
He goes like, Travis, you are terminated. Yakety yak, don't talk back. You gotta see Twins, Jim.
I did. I love Twins. I
You don't
love
know any of the Twins?
Money. I love Twins.
Are you saying I'm the shit left over?
That's what he should have his co-stars pop up. Like he goes like, Adrian, you are terminated, and then Danny DeVito just comes up from under the table and goes, so you're saying I'm the shit left over?
What did he say? I'm genetic garbage. That's such a great line. They didn't even look alike though.
We are not identical twins.
That's a good point, Jim.
That's a good movie, man.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, Arnold had a real good run.
Yeah, he has some great... And then he just runs... I mean, again, being governor for 8 years is probably... Why not?
I am Conan the Barbarian. Nobody remembers any quotes from half the movies, though. He's going to just announce his characters.
What was in the Terminator? There's got to be another besides... he didn't do... he'll do You Won't Be Back. He will do that.
Oh, yeah, because he didn't do I'll Be Back. He won't be back, I guess. And go like, I'm John Kimball.
This doesn't even make any sense.
Oh, I know what he'll do.
Come with me if you want to live.
No.
No.
Come with me if you want to live, but you have to leave.
He'll say, I know now why you cry, but it's something I can't do. He'll say that.
You think so?
Nope.
Like, I have to get the Turbo Man for my son. I just start going over plots of movies that
Terminator
have no
2, by the way, one of the greatest films of all time.
Yeah.
Action.
I would say so. Definitely. Definitely.
It's another fact.
Fuck, is that
You know what he should do? He should just start listing off titles of movies. You can go home. Don't. Jingle all the way. You have been terminated. 2. Today, you know what he's going to say? Today is your judgment day. He will definitely say that.
You know what? Yeah, that, you're right. He might say. Maybe just movie titles.
Yeah. He'll be like,
you're not a predator.
He'll go, Carney Wilson, you are safe. Just kidding. More of my true lies.
Oh. Well, is she the fat one?
Yeah, she is. She got fired.
Operation Dumble Drop.
That's just a different movie altogether.
Oh, so with the
He's not in that movie. Yeah.
Oh,
no.
okay.
No, he's not in that film.
All right. I don't care what the apprentice.
Oh, I can't wait. I think we need to highlight every week.
You think he'll do any Mr. Freeze lines?
Oh my God, that's such a good one. Jim, you are terminated. Chill. He's got so many bad quotes.
He had good quotes too, though.
Well, he's got a couple of them.
Yeah.
He's got like the couple from Terminator, but
I liked him as Mr. Freeze.
What?
He was fine. He
was terrible.
No, he was good.
It was.
You didn't like him, Adrian?
Oh, I liked him when I was like 7.
I like him now. Yeah.
I mean, he's not bad. He's no Joker, but he's not terrible. Yeah.
I like him way better.
You know.
Do you?
He's still got schemes, Mr. Freeze.
Yeah, the Joker has jokes.
Does he?
Yep.
I never. Let's go to Nate on Rhode Island. What's up, Nate?
Hey, guys.
Hi, Nate.
You at work.
Okay, go ahead.
Sam, I know what line you get.
What line would I get?
You are one ugly motherfucker.
I think so.
Yep.
I think so.
I wonder if he says that to somebody and they just beep. They beep it, obviously.
There's no way he's going to say you're... Because if I'm the celebrity and Arnold says that to me, I'm like, what are you talking about?
Matt Eisman wouldn't cry about that.
No,
Matt Eisman would take
it's
that.
supposed to be like, he doesn't like... They're not tongue-in-cheek when he does them. Like, he's doing them straight-faced.
Yeah, I know, but they're all tongue-in-cheek. Even though he's doing them straight-faced, get to the chopper. It's so obvious to everyone. They're tongue-in-cheek without being...
He's not calling anybody an ugly motherfucker.
I bet he calls someone an ugly motherfucker.
You know what's funny,
wait. Are you willing to make a gentleman's bet?
Yes, I am.
Then that's 2 gentlemen's bets today.
If I'm wrong, you give me $50. I'll give you $50.
Uh-huh. What if I'm wrong?
If you're wrong,
okay,
you have to go into Travis's room and eat his asshole at 11:45.
Oh man,
because he's been sitting for a couple hours.
Take the bet, Sam.
I hope I don't lose both of his bets because I'm gonna have a busy day.
Exactly.
Jaw's gonna be tired. Let's go to Mike in Canada.
Yeah.
Hi, Mike.
Look at the movie Eraser.
Eraser?
Yeah, the movie he was in.
Oh, God, that's right.
Right.
I don't remember that movie.
But that's the way. So why would you?
Right.
Is it bad?
Let's go to Chuck. That call was bad. Let's go to Chuck in Phoenix. What's up, Chuck?
What's up, guys? How you doing this morning?
Hello, sir.
So I wonder if he's going to use the phrase, get your ass to Mars.
Yeah, I saw that on the list. I mean, he might. I don't know how much shoehorning they'll really do.
They'll say, get your ass to Mars. And then they'll go up, and you just see Marcelino, and he's going to be flying the helicopter like, hey, guys.
Sure, and improperly installing a cup holder.
That's right. Here, if you want to put your cup, put it in there. Don't try to push it back in. It's broken. It doesn't go. It's not going anywhere.
Okay, I'm punching out.
All right, buddy.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Let's go to Red in Canada.
I'm not sure what Arnold's actual ancestry is. Is Austrian or something like that?
Austrian, yeah.
Sound like a fucking Jamaican.
Well, Jamaican me crazy.
Fuck yeah!
Thanks, Lyle.
I'll terminate you with pecker juice.
Thank you, Lyle.
And your voice sounds like a dog scratching.
Okay. We went to.
Let him finish.
Yeah, no. He didn't. Did I not let him finish?
Fuck yeah!
Oh.
I'm the Terminator.
Jim and I went to
Terminator. Then she came all over him. His name's Termin.
We went to have a meal right before his Terrytown gig on New Year's Eve. And every time the waiter came over to offer us anything, Chip, while the waiter was standing right there, would just mumble, "Pack of juice." like you'd be like, "Do you guys want anything to drink?" And Chip would just mumble, "Pack of juice."
Was he real? I don't even remember that.
The whole time. And the waiter was right there. He definitely heard.
Oh.
He didn't acknowledge it, but he definitely heard.
Were you embarrassed?
Well, at this point,
I wasn't.
No, not you. I'm not asking you.
Yeah, no. At this point, Jess was there though, and the comedian is very, very.
She
funny.
got fat.
She was 8 months pregnant. She's basically a fully developed person. Let's go to Andrew, who's on Long Island. What's up, Andrew?
Andy, welcome.
Good morning. How are you?
Hello.
You could just say that. How are you? It's just anything from our.
What's up?
Well, what about I won't see you at the party, Richter?
Yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, maybe.
They're fucked if they do a season 2 of this show.
Yeah.
There's no way.
They'll
you know,
stop.
You know what they'll have to do? If they do a season 2 of this show, they'll just go wackier and wackier, and they'll be like, "Hey, the new apprentice is Christopher Walken," and then they just have, and then it'll just be Christopher Walken being like,
"Oh,
I need more cowbell, but I don't need you."
Yeah, go carry a watch. You like my walking?
Go carry a watch. Yeah. It's a reference to Pulp Fiction?
Yep.
Yeah.
They do Christopher
I
Walken.
don't know if you ever actually used the phrase "go carry a watch" in Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, go carry that uncomfortable watch or something.
Yeah,
up
no.
your butt cheeks.
It's a reference to the movie, but not exactly a quote.
Right.
Right. So I don't know if that would work. And I don't think Chip would be a great judge, a great boss on Celebrity Apprentice. The problem is,
it would be awesome. You're so fucking fired. I should call the fire department.
You just have a pun every time? Or would you just use that one every time?
Just that one every time.
13 weeks. If you're so fucking fired, you should call the fire department.
If you fired a bunch of people, would you have a song?
Yeah, I'd be like,
Where did cheese go?
I like that too.
I don't know.
I'm worried that they.
I don't know.
Do you think that fire thing will get stuck in people's head?
It might. There is a possibility. There's potential for it. James in Oregon.
Yo, hey, congratulations, Jim. Fuck you, Sam. Hey, the epitome of the
Congratulations on what?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
the epitome of the tagline is the.
He's just trying to go forward. He's like, no, I'm going to get back to my point.
No, Arnie started it all. He's the one who came up with all the fucking taglines. He started it, right?
He was in the forefront, yeah.
You don't think there were taglines before Arnold?
Yeah.
There were some, yeah, but like certain movies did them well, and then they got copied and ruined. Like the original Lethal Weapon did a few of those dumb punny jokes, but it was still a great movie. But then, by other films tried it just stinks. Tango and Cash did it really poorly.
Yeah.
Terribly.
I don't remember.
It's a bad movie. Hey, Tango or Cash. Oh, fucking awful.
We didn't talk about any of the dead celebrities.
Yeah, a lot of them.
George Michael.
Yep.
Carrie Fisher. Debbie Reynolds.
Day apart. Throwing them in the same box.
They are, right?
Yeah. Well, together.
They are going to bury them together. I don't think it's going to be the same box. Yeah, I mean, I guess Debbie Reynolds. Carrie Fisher was a bummer. Did you get bummed about any celebrities dying?
At times I would, sure. Carrie Fisher I thought was very nice. We had interviewed her once, and she was the my gala host for Montreal last year. So I spoke to her very briefly. She was very lovely. So yeah, I felt bad because she was a nice person.
It's funny though that the last Carrie Fisher story that came out was about her finally admitting that she had sex with Harrison Ford, and then it wasn't that great.
Oh wow! And then she dies. He can't even correct. He can't even call her a cunt.
Yeah, he's like fuck. Yeah, what did they say? Did she say they got high and fucked?
Yeah, they had an affair.
Right.
But it was in the book that she was promoting.
But it wasn't good, right? Didn't she say something?
Yeah,
about him
small
being...
pecker or something like a teeny lightsaber.
I don't know.
That's good because Han Solo uses a lightsaber.
Yeah. She said, he wasn't
far.
very good. He was a Wookiee.
Why would she say he was a Wookiee?
Because he didn't do it that much.
Oh, like a rookie.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a play on words. You're not getting it, Sam.
Yeah. No, it's over my head.
We did some millennium fucking.
That's actually a little too clever.
That one I got. I didn't think it was too clever at all.
It was fucking great.
Yeah, no, I didn't think it was...
put his cum right in the Jedi. Fucking shit burned.
She's dead now.
Fuck yeah.
We were just talking about how she's suddenly died.
She's going to the Death Star.
Chip texted me that.
The Carrie Fisher's going to the Death Star?
Yes. He texted me a few Carrie Fisher jokes.
You know what's really bad?
Oh, yeah, Princess laying in the ground or something?
The Chip is now getting to the point where he's saving his material. Like, he's got his jokes, and, he'll use them, and then he'll bring them here. I don't like that at all.
And he also wrote, bitch got a lightsaber uppercooter.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
I guess that's how she died.
No, it's not. She died of a heart attack.
It's got a lightsaber up there.
Complications from a heart attack, I think is what it was.
I was watching his stupid video from Los Angeles.
Yeah, I saw that one.
My daughter goes, who is that?
I don't think which video.
It's when Chip's driving past Horn Avenue or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And my daughter goes, who is that? Like, it's Jim. And just completely straight, she goes, he's so annoying.
That's what she said?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know.
She didn't like the Horn video?
No, she goes, and then he does those stupid faces.
She didn't like it?
No. Even she knows.
She hated him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Did you see the video?
Let me see. Is that it?
That's not bad.
Let's see.
Beep, 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 beep.
What's wrong with that?
It's Horn Avenue. Beep.
I wish he'd gotten into a car accident.
I wasn't driving.
Oh, I wish he had rear-ended somebody.
Would that make you laugh?
You know what would have been great? If you had rear-ended somebody and they died, but you didn't, and then you had to go to jail for the rest of your life. That would make me happy.
I would hate that.
I would love it. I would love every moment of it.
You like it if I called in the radio show and said I was being raped in jail?
I'd be fine with it. Yep. Yeah, I've been raped quite a bit.
So what else?
So yeah, George Michael.
George Michael died.
That was out of nowhere. Did they even?
He was in his 50s. He wasn't that old.
No.
Was he 53 or no?
He was. He was 53. He died of apparent heart failure. Autopsy deemed inconclusive. I have to believe that a lot of it is that these people who are partying a lot, like in the 80s, like it just catches up with you at some point, right? Because Carey Fisher partied a lot. George Michael partied a lot. Like at some point, that shit catches up with you. Like it just does long-term effects. I don't know if George Michael was still partying. I guess he could have been.
Did you see the photo of him from like a week or so before he died?
No.
He's massive.
Was he fat?
Yeah.
Oh, so maybe he's just eaten a whole bunch and had a heart attack and died.
Yeah.
Why'd he get so fat?
I don't know. He didn't look good. It was like it's a very low-lit photo of him eating in a restaurant by himself.
Oh, but he was so sexy.
Yeah, not in this photo.
Oh, no. Yeah, George Michael 2016.
I don't think that's going to be a good search.
He's got a fat face, but that's...
Just Google, like, last George Michael photo.
George Michael, or you could do George Michael last photo. He's scrolling all the way to the beginning. You could write photo. Oh, my God. It's not hard. And a bunch of photos of last Christmas came up.
Google it, not image it.
Oh, Adrian.
No, you could just click on Google.
You could have just clicked on Google. Every single step has been the longest possible.
These are terrible.
Click on the
George Harrison.
Yeah, it'll be in here. There it is.
He does look fat. You know, after all that, I will say this. He's much, much fatter.
Wow.
Much, much fat. But he's not so, like, have a heart attack and death. Well,
he's fat.
He's pretty fat.
Where is that?
England.
Yeah, some restaurant.
Okay.
Did you, speaking of fat, and I'm not saying this, did you let E-Rock know he got the big shout out on stage at Terrytown?
No, I didn't realize he did.
Yeah, no, you...
someone mentioned him.
Well, you said I had a fat friend, and somebody said E-Rock, and then you, in front of everybody on stage, literally I was in tears laughing, did about 60 seconds. Literally 60 seconds.
I scolded the guy, right?
No. You just said, but you are, it's not about E-Rock, but you are right. And then you talked about how he was very, very, very fat. Harmfully fat, I believe is what you said.
Did I?
Yeah, in front of the whole audience.
Harmfully?
He said harmfully. I think he might have said like morbidly. Yeah, like he was like, he's very fat, which, you know, it's probably not gonna make E-Rock feel great. But, yeah, they're saying the initial autopsy of George Michael is inconclusive. Debbie Reynolds, I guess, had a stroke. And Carey Fisher had a heart attack, and then they said she was stabilized, and then the next day they said she died. So, I don't know. I guess Carey Fisher and George Michael were both surprises. There's this photo shoot of Carey Fisher as Princess Leia in that Princess Leia outfit when she's in the Princess Leia bikini, but she's at the beach or whatever, where she is so unbelievably hot. Like, and I hadn't seen these photos. I saw them before now, but I hadn't seen them until recently, where she just did like a photo shoot.
She looked good back then, yeah.
Hanging out. She looked really good.
What was she promoting? Is she promoting the second one?
I would assume the third one.
Third one.
Yeah. Return that bikini doesn't show up in first or the second one.
No.
Right. Wow.
It's when Jabba's got her captive.
What's that, like 1980? What was the year was the third one? Was it 83?
86?
No.
Yeah.
Rolling Stone magazine beat shoot 83.
Oh.
So the shoot was yeah. All I know is the re-releases. So that's
the good ones.
yeah, the good ones where there's a lot more character.
Where George Lucas fixed them up.
God,
look at that.
Stinks.
Hot Leia in her slave bikini, hanging out with a fucking.
I'm surprised they didn't change the slave thing.
Slave Leia?
Yeah.
What do you mean change it?
Didn't they change it since in hindsight?
Oh, like put some clothes on her or something?
Yeah.
That would have probably been. I mean, he could have.
Or something with the word slave.
He made a lot of shitty
Greedo
changes.
Shoot first. He's such a fucking creep.
Yeah.
You made a good movie, pussy.
George Lucas, you mean?
You made a good fucking movie.
Just let it sit. He's always got to tinker with everything.
Just a fucking asshole.
He just tinkers. He's never finished.
Oh, look at the Ewok. Oh, how cute. Look at that shitty fucking promo picture of Leia with these two. Darth Vader, the greatest bad guy ever.
He's
and
not
these
the greatest
two
bad guy
fucking
ever.
Of course he is.
No, he
and
isn't.
these two shitty fucking things. It looks like Chip as a little monkey.
with his buck
fucking
teeth.
Ewok. I'm not fat like Ewok.
Ewok. I bet furries love that photo, though.
Who's the best bad guy ever?
I don't know. It's not Darth Vader, though. No, it's not.
Who is?
And Rogue One just reaffirmed it.
Yes. I mean, I
Stop
don't
trying
care.
to-
Nurse Ratched. I'm not saying.
What do you think Adrian's doing?
He's a complete brown noser with that one. It's disgusting.
Why?
He's just complete because he knows that you love that movie.
That might be
why
my
he said
favorite
that.
movie as well. But
Everybody knows that though. That's why Adrian said that just now. Oh, really? It's my favorite too.
You don't think it's his favorite?
No. He brought that up because he knew that he would give that one. All right,
I'm not talking about.
I'm going to get over with Jim if I say this one.
Bad guy. I'm talking about bad guys like. I'm not counting Nurse Ratched. She's just a shitty person.
What about Gene Hackman as Lex Luthor?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Who's a better bad guy than Darth Vader?
Tommy Lee Jones is Two-Face. You didn't think Joel Schumacher did a good job with that stuff?
I don't remember it.
What about the Joker?
The Joker is
Yeah, Heath Ledger is a. Hi.
But even the other version, I think Jack Nicholson's a better villain than Darth Vader. Jack Nicholson was fucking awesome.
This town needs an enema. No,
It's
he's not.
fantastic.
It's fun.
I wish
But
Jack Nicholson.
He's not trying to build something to kill entire planets. Darth Vader wants to kill planets of people.
Yeah, he just wants to kill Gotham City.
Yeah.
If he had the technology, he would kill a whole planet. He tried to kill all of Gotham City with a parade. I love a parade.
You know what? Okay, this list is not bad. Joker, Dark Knight. Okay, I'll take that. Darth Vader #2. I will take that. Hannibal Lecter. Yes. I don't know Lord Voldemort, so I don't know that.
Stupid Harry Potter. It's ridiculous.
But Freddy Krueger was a great one, too.
Yeah, Freddy Krueger was good, but
Who
I mean...
else? Terminator, I don't count him as a bad guy. Jack Torrance.
He was in the first one.
I guess he was.
This list falls apart quickly.
Yeah, it does. Norman Bates was pretty good.
Agent Smith was not a great bad guy.
Stop it, he wasn't.
He wasn't good.
Agent Hans Gruber.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Yeah, relax. Scar from The Lion King.
Yeah, but that's like saying how it's Scarface is a bad guy. Oh, you know what? Anton Chigurh, whatever his name was, No Country for Old Men, he was awesome.
He was good.
Come on, killing people through a fucking with an air compressor?
Yeah.
Jaws the shark.
What about Bane? Bane was great.
I didn't like him.
Why?
Batman, I'm here, so I can't hear what I'm saying. I'm asleep up here.
His apnea match. Jason Voorhees should be up way higher than that.
Yeah, he should. So should Michael Myers. All right, who cares? We're doing a fucking Zoo Crew bit.
Let's go to Paul in Tennessee. What's up, Paul?
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Hi, Paul.
I just wanted to, Jimmy and I share a likeness. We both love MASH, and I was sad to hear Mr. Christopher passed away.
Yes, I forgot about William Christopher. I was
But he's super old.
He was 84.
Yeah, it's time.
I didn't like the clip they played. She hugged the stuffing out of me. Hawkeye, she hugged the stuffing out of me.
No.
He was such a goody two-shoes in that.
Yeah.
I never loved Father Mulcahy's character. I guess, again, there were priests, so it was unnecessary, but I didn't like this character. There were so many better moments he had.
So you didn't give a shit?
I cared that he died, yeah. I mean, I love this show.
Mm-hmm.
But I watched this. I didn't like this clip at all. I'm just glad they took out the stupid laugh track. I hate that line. She hugged the stuffing out of me.
Was there a laugh track in it?
Yeah, for years.
And then they took it out?
I think they did, or it's an option now. But back then, that was how TV was. The fucking laugh track really wrecked it.
They did that with that show Sports Night. Did you ever watch that show? It was good. It was a good show, but then they added a laugh track when it went into syndication and ruined the entire thing.
Oh, they added one?
They added it. Like, you watch the episodes, and then they added it. And I think the DVD version of it has the laugh track on it.
I think Groucho Marx said that was like the death of a lot of comedy because they told people where to laugh.
Right. Right.
Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about the fight.
I know. We should take a break and let's talk about the fight.
Yeah, we come back. I don't want to spoil it for anybody. She beat the stuffing out of me.
We'll talk about the Rousey fight when we get back. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts. So it sounds like you did have some fun over break.
I did. I had a very nice break.
Yeah, everybody was talking about it. I'm glad you said something at your comedy show. Everybody was talking about how shitty 2016 was, but I thought it was a great fucking year.
Me too. It was fine.
Yeah, 2016 was the best.
We had, it
was my favorite year.
Yeah. I thought it was fun.
Easily.
Nothing wrong with 2016.
That was great. Celebrities die every year.
Bunch of whinging celebrities about fucking Trump. Shut up. Tired of it.
It was like a national news story yesterday that Rosie O'Donnell was tweeting about that Donald Trump was mentally ill.
Gives a fuck.
It's like, I can't believe it. Rosie O'Donnell vehemently is against Donald Trump. I'm glad that's got headlines everywhere.
I got caught up in a little fucking controversy accidentally.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you pass gas a little just now?
I just farted. Yeah,
okay.
but that's
neither here nor there.
Between like a YouTube war of
attrition?
Two YouTubers on Twitter.
Why? How did that happen? I don't understand.
I follow Blair White. Do you know who she is?
No.
She's delightful.
Is she?
Yeah.
I know you're a big.
She's very funny.
You love YouTubers.
Some I do, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, they're no less talented. You know, it's easy for entertainers to trash them. Like, yeah, well, they're YouTube stars, but like, hey, they're putting out fucking content.
And they're actually hitting a bigger audience than most of the people.
Fuck
that
yeah,
make
they
fun of
are.
them.
So it's easy to shit on them. Some of them are awful, but some of them are really good.
Not only are they hitting a bigger audience, but they're making money directly from the audience. You know what I mean? There's a direct correlation.
She's hot.
Yes, she is.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and she's really funny, and she's kind of, I'm gonna say she's conservative. Like she's like almost like I don't know if she's alt right, but she's kind of hardcore like that.
Like that blonde who's on the Blaze. What's her name? Tommy
Lahren.
Tommy Lahren.
Don't know her.
What?
Wow.
What's the matter?
Tommy Lahren.
Tommy Lahren's been everywhere.
So anyway, Blair White bashed this guy who I had not heard of. His name is Onision or something. Do you know who he is? Oh my guess. Okay,
A little crept over there.
Yeah,
Who's Onision?
He's a YouTube guy, I guess, and I don't know anything about him. But she made a video, which was not very nice about him at all, and I liked the tweet just because I liked the video. I don't know what's true about him or what's not true about him. He might be a good guy. I don't know, but I just liked the tweet because I like her and she entertains me. But then he kind of responded. I think he was offended that I liked the tweet because it really bashes him. But it was nothing personal. Again, I just wasn't familiar with it.
So he responded to you?
But he wasn't a dick to me. He was just saying, like, dude, her video is not true. So then he made a video and he included my tweet in his video, or my liking. Well, it wasn't like I retweeted it and
It's
said,
so crazy. Yeah,
hey, everybody, look at this. Like, just by liking something, it means, like, I guess if somebody liked the tweet that I was bashed in, I would be like, hey, what the fuck? You know, I get that.
I don't know. I feel like liking, like, you shouldn't be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times, you just like a tweet. If you get a tweet, right, that somebody compliments you and insults somebody else, you can like that without actually agreeing with the insult.
Well, she wasn't complimenting me. This had nothing to do with me. I go on these little loops with fucking Blair White. I just watch her videos.
Yeah.
The YouTube said, yeah.
And then you start liking her tweets so you can get her attention?
I already know her. I mean, we never met, but we've talked before. I don't need her attention. I mean, we've just chatted.
Okay.
I like it.
I see you, Playboy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you.
She has a guy.